Well, it sounds like we're all ready. So, Will,
Yeah.
please, if you wouldn't mind enlightening us, what happened last time on Ebon Ward?
Last time on Ebon Ward, Jasper made the terrifying discovery that deep in the dungeon was an enormous molted Asimar, a grotesque wingless dragon made from thousands of marble hands with a castle-like appearance. They then learned that this was actually the child of the Queen, who is one of the 5 Daughters of War, Conquest. Yeah, if you didn't watch the last couple episodes, big spoilers. The demigod informed Jasper that she's the reason Colossus fell years ago and that Goliath is next, but she's turned it into a game. Can she conquer 2 countries by doing nothing, leaving it entirely up to her daughter, the newly promoted conqueror, Charlotte Payne? Not only that, but Payne herself had attempted to kill the king and queen using the disease from the Sicklands in order to immediately gain power. Jasper quickly left with this information to warn Cassiel Tide, who explained they needed a cure for the king. With his testimony, it would corner the queen and Payne with the fact that they've been lying to the public for years. Jasper and Luthien made a quick escape as Cassiel Tide teleported to an unknown location. Thankfully, the 2 druids bumped into their search party of Barrett and Catherine. After a warm reunion, it was back to business as the 2 explained that they learned what they learned at the castle, and when they returned to the Ebon Ward, Barrett declared that he would venture into the Sicklands in the hopes of finding the cure for the disease that consumed the king and queen. And so, he left the Obsidian Spear with Carthian for the city of Taboo to allow Jasper some well-deserved rest. While all that shit was happening, the party in Sweetstone had just concluded their own celebration. They are now gathered on the docks to say goodbye to the kind folks of this quaint town to venture to the marvelous port city of Leviara. There, they hope to learn more about the Callisto family and learn more about Astrofel Blackthorn, whose home rests on the cliff overlooking Leviara, deep within the wandering woods. So I'll plop you guys here. And we'll get some different music. I'm thinking this.
Oh God, he's still here?
Who's still here?
Him!
Oh, yeah.
Where would he have gone?
Where?
Away!
I
mean,
teleported!
He's like probably homeless now. All his friends are dead. He's about to get fired, and he doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah. So, you guys have gathered on the docks to say goodbye as Chad, Orc, and Matthias get the boat ready. You see that Rue and Anasia are helping Odette make her way up to you guys to say a proper goodbye. Garen is just leaning against some boxes.
Is Garen having a tough time after getting his, like, trachea fucking annihilated by the good doctor?
He's been a little quiet lately, but he's all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Odette just looks over. Well, I guess this is goodbye, Apple.
Oh yeah, never gonna see me again. Away with the wind. This is your last chance to swear at me in front of everyone. Just one good, real big F-bomb. Right in front of Mom and Dad.
Inacia looks over. Morons. Don't tempt her, you know. And you can see Odette just mouth, fuck. Rue is very content. He's just like, oh man. Well, gonna miss you, kid. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Here. He pats his little handkerchief, pat.
Oh.
Don't tell her, but I left a present on her bed, okay?
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys good?
Yeah, was he just trying to shoo us away? Just kind of tilts her head.
No. Does anybody else have anything whimsical to say to my lovely family?
I wholeheartedly enjoyed every piece of food you ever made for us.
Sorry about your house.
Yeah, oh man, I forgot about that.
Yes, well, we're just happy everyone's safe, and Laurent has helped us immensely with the expenses, so thank you for that.
Thumbs up.
Yes, the croissants were lovely. Well, I should probably go help.
No one chooses to expand on that.
The croissants were lovely. Everyone thinks about it, but no.
Yeah. It isn't long until you see a familiar blue tiefling scoot on up. Oh, man.
Derek, you're looking far more cartoonish today. I love your Looney Tunesms.
Don't know what you mean.
Wibbity wibbity.
Yeah, man. Boy, it's good to see you again, Red. But yeah, don't worry. I'll keep this town safe because, like, I know all about ghosties and stuff. But I'm pretty sure you got them.
Honestly, that is a little bit reassuring. I do trust you.
Oh, thank you. He puts his hands on his hips very proudly.
What's up, Nash? Nash?
He just kind of shrugs, like he doesn't know what to say to anyone.
You know, out of character, because it's I don't quite remember. Has Redpath's family seen Noel Nash? Like, do they know?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
But he's like this because not everyone in town. I think they're the only ones in town who know, other than Bella, I believe, is the only other one.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much looking around to spot that Bella is just like sitting on the roof, like eating cheese and just watching.
That's fine. That's her right.
She just gives a little wave. She's like, if they want to say goodbye to me, they will. They will. I know they will.
Maze
I'm like
returns
their
the
best
wave.
friend.
This will be the entire gesture.
She just smiles. I knew it. I knew they'd say goodbye. And it isn't long until you do over here. Now, I've told you a dozen times now, Octavia. You served me well, and if this is what you want to do, all that I ask is the next time I stop by Leviara, you make sure there's some tea ready for me, yeah? Yes, Mr. Gallowsworth. Victor, I think we've earned a first-name basis at this point. Possible business partner. And just, like, pats her on the head. Yes, sir. Also, if you could make a connection with your sister Armella, I feel like there's possible business opportunities and maybe a little shake-up. Since I know someone on the inside now. And just gives her a little bump in the shoulder. I could certainly try. Anything to remove her from power would be lovely. And she gives a little wave. And it isn't long until you see someone more or less appear behind you. Right! Well!
Fuck!
Is everyone... Oh! You scared me. Why'd you do that?
Why would you do that?
You're right, I'm so sorry.
I don't know why you weren't expecting Matthias to be in the direction of their boat.
I just let my guard down sometimes. We're having this whole happy goodbye thing.
Very foolish of you. I'm the most dangerous person here. Ooh. In any case...
Raises an eyebrow.
In any case, the boat is ready, so if everyone would like to come aboard the Green Apple, we can begin our grand expedition!
Well, bye!
Before you walk away, Anasia reaches out to you. Before you go, Laurent, I don't know if this would interest you at all. She pulls out what looks like a long medical journal.
Ooh.
I did happen to spot a name I didn't immediately recognize over 2 decades ago. And she hands it to you. There might be some more details in there. You know, Dr. Urich maintained very good notes.
Oh,
And-
clever.
And I thought, in case you did want to look into it, you could look at your own pace. It might be her.
Thank you.
Archer Stevenson. It really
Yeah.
does all connect.
Oh,
All planned from the beginning. Planned since Warcraft 3.
this is a good first step, I think.
Mm-hmm. And you can decide when that first step is.
Nods.
I'm gonna miss you, kid. Rue just like wipes his nose with a handkerchief.
Can you help him, please? Like, can somebody be the adult here?
Odette just looks at him. Stop.
No, I mean, like, you're allowed to cry about. Oh yes, hug my dad.
Dia will just pivot him. He's like, is he like bawling right now?
He's like holding it back, but there's a lot of like sniffing and whatnot.
Dia will just pivot him slightly away from Red Path. Be like, yeah, it's okay, buddy. Just like pat him on the back.
He will give his people a nice warm hug before he goes.
This is nice. We are friends.
We are hug.
Yep. And yeah. So if there's anything else you guys wanted to do.
Just one quick thing.
Oh yeah.
Good luck.
Lord knows I'm gonna need it, and I appreciate it. And obviously, she extends a hand. Best of luck to you as well.
Maze shakes her hand. I trust it won't get that bad again. It was sort of divine, poor circumstance that happened the first time.
If it gets that bad again, I'm not going to be mayor anymore. Someone else can have that job.
Well, if I ever come back, I hope you're still in charge.
Oh, what a very kind but cruel thing to request.
That's life.
That's life. I'm in! Hey, I might be mayor.
Honestly, I'm alright with it.
I'm
He's
not.
got the community spirit, that's for sure.
What can blue do for you?
Oh my
I'm pretty
God,
sure he'd
no.
make for a better community watchman than a mayor.
Redpath just kind of looks up the stairs and past this, so past all this jovialness towards Delicate and seeing what she's doing in the last minute.
She is standing very prim and proper on the stairs. It looks like she's more just like, I don't have a right to be up there.
He will give her a very knowing nod. Like a come on, you got this kind of nod.
She kind of looks back and forth. And
No, that's not a come over here nod.
yeah. She backs up.
If you have something to say.
Dia sees her start to move forward and then start to move back, and is like, no, come on, like beckons her to come.
Oh God. Thank you. Good luck. Yes, good luck, everyone. Victor just leaves.
It was a pleasure. Well, it became a pleasure. It didn't start that way, but we got there.
We got there. And she just kind of puts her hands together. Okay, well, I have a lot of things I need to bring aboard, so if y'all excuse me. Would you mind helping? Oh, that's not my responsibility. Chadork, would you be a dear? And you see a...
Perfect.
Oh, man. That is the most... That's the buttest chin I've ever seen. That chin is practically shitting.
Part of his extremities are blushing.
He's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Skip.
Fantastic.
Don't worry. I'm happy to assist with those bags, miss. And Chadork grabs all of
I
them.
can't believe the session peaked there. We shouldn't even be staying. We just call it.
There's more. There's more. These two walk away together with all of the bags.
Oh, right. I need to go fix Dobie's fingers. Okay, come on. Let's go, gang.
All right. Be good while your brother's away, Odette.
I'll try. Looks at her mom.
Ruin the
I
house
will.
even more.
But not too good, you know?
All right. You all hop aboard the boat, and as you guys make your way up the river now, because you're going towards Leviara, you do see at one point, like, Derek has a wine bottle and smashes it on the side of the ship for, like, no fucking reason. He's like, yeah!
He's got
Bon
spirit.
appetit!
I gave him that as a present.
It
We
wasn't
got a different one.
It wasn't good wine, was it?
No.
So
He
this
wouldn't
is
really
the
know
way
the
he could
difference.
have. This is how he could derive the most satisfaction from it.
All right, I'll give you that. That's fair.
He gave it back us badly.
Yeah. And so, basically, what happens at this point, just to save on time and to avoid like forcing RP, it's going to be a couple of days to get to Leviara.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say we'll fast forward a little bit to kind of the evening on the ship. And everyone's kind of gotten more situated and squared away. You guys can make up for whatever reason Nash and Maze have been chitty-chatting with Chadork. Redpath is in the kitchen doing his own thing, and I do know that Dia is by herself at this point in time.
I'm willing to just go immediately, but if anyone else wants to go first, that's also fine.
Oh, please go. I need to think of why we're talking to
Why we're
Chadork.
talking to Chadork? You need a reason to talk to Chadork.
Talking to Chadork.
You just gotta fucking bask in his presence, man.
Look, I
No,
understand
seriously.
that. I understand.
I'm telling you, it's a chin. It's not two elbows.
How are your shoulders blushing? My ears too.
I can't stress enough.
Kissed, leave him alone.
I can't stress enough. When Skiff sent this to me, I was ecstatic.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely
So
fantastic.
perfectly nailed the energy.
It's perfect. Oh,
But like, we can't focus on that now, or else it'll be all we're thinking about.
just
Yeah,
but
yeah. So Dia's lying on the top bed here, with a hand behind her head, just kind of staring up at the ceiling of the cabin, and finishing up summarizing the denouement of this Sweetstone adventure to Big Brother, to probably no one, but theoretically to Jasper. Sets that to the side and just kind of zones out for a little while. Yeah, okay, I guess I can still use this time productively. Slips down the ladder and go over and go through her things real quick and resume a habit she has started, another habit she has started recently, of having occasional sessions with Addis to practice fine motor skills. One, because she wants to make sure that he can write when he has a body, and for another, because she really needs him to get better at matching her gestures so that she can cast spells again.
yeah. No, that's a little too dramatic. Let's see here.
Mario teaches typing.
Mavis Beacon is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
I am indeed trying my best. It's just complicated. It's such minute motor skills.
Yeah, kids tend not to be very good at this either. We get a lot of practice when we're young, and most people still are kinda at the chicken scratch phase of handwriting for several years after they start. But you're definitely improving.
Yes, and I thankfully am aware of your alphabet. See? Attis.
Oh,
Writes
so
it
he
down.
knows how to write his name.
Yeah, he does. It looks like shit, but
Yeah.
or I guess I could roll a.
There's no need.
It's Attis.
Yeah, no. So he writes it, and it's a little janky, but like it do.
Yeah. No, that looks much improved from the first time we tried. Maybe by the time... I think there are some good libraries in Leviara. Hopefully, when we get there... I think I'll have some time to add a few more spells to this bad boy. Maybe we can try and scribe one together.
What sort of spell are you considering?
Oh, I've got a few things that I think I could improve. My mirror image spell works pretty well, but I think there's potential if I invest it with more energy. But I'm gonna need some research for that, I think. I've got a few fun new ideas in addition to the ones that I got from Delicate, though. She flips through a few pages and smiles. Yeah, these are gonna be fun when I get a chance to try them out.
Yes, like the big box spell.
Plus, I've got that conjure deadfall in here now.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
The big box spell.
Yeah, and I got that pit spell that she dropped me down. That'll be fun to bring out on someone else. Ha.
Excellent. Well, how long will that take? And do I need to be present for it?
Actually, I don't know. Do you have a minute there, buddy?
As if I could leave.
Oh,
The best I can do is disassociate.
Yeah, good point. I guess you've got plenty of minutes. So, about what happened back there?
Yes, I wondered when you might bring it up.
Yeah, been kind of trying not to think about it too much for the past few days because there was a lot going on and I really didn't want to, the festival was so nice and we put in a lot of work and managed to get a really good outcome here in spite of everything and, didn't really want to kill the moment,
Yes, that makes sense. Again, it's the wrong music.
So, yeah, let me just ask you, I guess, do you have any thoughts about that, when I or we or whatever, when we took a bite out of crime?
Making a pun out of the possibility of losing humanity. I suppose comedy is a defense mechanism, making you more human, balancing it out. Clever. No.
Well, I didn't really ask you to psychoanalyze me, but all right.
Comes with the territory of wanting to be like you. Except for in that moment.
I guess that's actually a little complimentary. All right, I take it back.
Yes, you're welcome. But in all seriousness, dear Diadem, I am concerned. I have still very much the interest to consume, but over time, it seems weaker, not as palpable, and it's made me think. As I mentioned back at the mansion, I've been feeling a bit more punchy, aggressive, and I try to restrain it, but it is the emotions, the drive of another insatiable that have influenced me, and I am growing concerned that maybe you're being influenced by me, and not just influenced, taking it from me. That hunger has to go somewhere, and it is endless.
if it's endless, I'm almost surprised that you're feeling it any less. I would have thought it would just spill out of you and into me until we were both full. But that's... that gives me an interesting new perspective. I guess I'm happy if you're feeling it less.
I find that you don't think that's bad?
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I guess I'm just looking for, a silver lining here. Yeah, I've been thinking about it a little. I'm sorry for what happened, because until that, I thought we'd been doing pretty good for a little while, and I was really looking forward to when we finally had some downtime. I wanted to give you a chance to introduce yourself properly to everyone else, because I really didn't do a good job of it when we first, made this arrangement. And that might have been a mistake, given how Jasper reacted when they found out. And
Besides, it might be wise to pass the buck on eating a man.
Do you?
Better than you. They already won't trust me. But, I should warn you. Lying is efficient, but if they were to find out, well, it could backfire spectacularly.
No, I don't think that would be right, regardless. Here's the thing, Addis. So, I think I misunderstood you somewhat when we came into contact originally. Because from everything that I had happened to learn about you ahead of time, everything is about this hunger, Addis, the endless hunger, and all that you devoured, and so on and so forth. And I don't think it was terribly well understood what the actual motivation behind that hunger was. Like, the reason that you went to yearn for help in the first place. And so I think I had assumed that the hunger was just something you embraced and enjoyed and felt was natural as a part of your existence. But maybe it's because we're closer mentally now, but I feel like that's not really the case. What you wanted from Urine was to be human, right? That's what you asked for?
Yes.
And that's not what you were given. You were given this instead, which
what
is...
gave it away?
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, I'm punchy!
Yeah, no, I think you're picking up some of the sass, too.
I wonder where I learned it from.
Yeah. I learned it by watching you, okay? No, but the whole idea of I hunger to be human, and that's why I hunger for human flesh. The fact is, every time we indulge that hunger, it's a step further away from that for you. And I'm sorry that I did that to you. I don't think I've been a terribly good friend to you on balance, because letting myself go like that, well, I was, if you've kind of got an addiction, and I was your enabler in that moment, and that's not what a friend should do.
There is a long pause from Addis before you just hear very softly in your head,
No one's ever apologized to me. No one's ever been sorry. Then again, to be fair, I don't think I've apologized either.
I don't know. Go on.
I am sorry as well. I didn't mean for this influence to impact you so dramatically. Well, there was a point where I would have absolutely tried to steal your body, but now I have seen your attempts, learning as much as you can. You've put more work into this than Urine ever did. And I should make it clear, it is appreciated.
I don't know whether the impulse to... I don't know whether the impulse to devour Sebastian came from you or me, or whether there's a meaningful difference, but bottom line is, I was the one who could have done something different there. So I'm gonna take the rap for this one. It wouldn't.
Very well. I think it would be wise to address it. There have been eyes on you. Ones that once trusted, now with fear and preparation.
Yeah. There's only so many times you can kind of just sheepishly walk into a room and say, haha, my bad, before people are just like, yeah, you're bad.
Yes. Yes, a person was eaten.
I mean, only a little of him.
That might be a bad defense to bring up.
All right. I'm just, if I were playing devil's advocate on my own behalf, that's the first thing that would leap to my mind. But I agree, that's not gonna be the first thing out of my mouth. Just
of
like
your
the
friends.
First thing into my mouth, right? Oh God, I'm doing it again.
Of your friends, who do you think would play devil's advocate for how much man you ate? Do you think the paladin?
I think so. I feel like I should really know. It shouldn't be a feel like. Maybe I'll ask him about it. I feel like in Nash's tribe, maybe there wouldn't be the same taboo, especially if it was a case of, we have a limited amount of food and this is just economical. I don't know if they place the same reverence on, the corporeal form. But I'm reaching, I realize.
I would not ask his culture to defend you.
Yeah.
Just stick with my bee and move from there.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
But more elegantly.
Yes. Well, there'll probably be more than those words.
Why?
Depending on how it goes, I think I'd still like if you got the chance to talk to them, for the first time, if that's something you want.
We could certainly try. I will be mindful of what I say, obviously, and I will be honest.
Well, I think that's the right idea. Honestly, I'm less worried about what you're going to say and more about, well, it'll be your first test drive with my mouth, throat, and, vocal cords, so we'll see how it goes. It's possible it won't be intelligible.
You feel your mouth move and just go,
Not yet. Well, all right, you can practice a little first, but
it's weird to have lips!
Yeah, they're soft and squishy. It's very different from your setup.
Neat!
Yeah, okay, hang on, you just stop for a second. I can't...
May I try one more thing beforehand?
Okay.
Raspberries. I've never done that before. All right, now go apologize to people for being a cannibal.
Okay, we got that scene there.
Meanwhile, with these three...
So, you're telling me your name's not Chad, it's Chad Orc.
Well, I feel like we've had this discussion before. It's Chad Orc.
Yeah, no, I understand we talked about this already. It's just I
Yes.
really can't wrap my mind around it.
Here, I can spell it out for you if you'd like.
You know what?
His name. Don't get why you so impressed.
It's not that I'm impressed, it's that, like, you know, Chad is a colloquialism for someone who's strong and he's an orc, so his parents named him Chad Orc. Just assuming that would be the case?
Yes.
Thought it might mean something different. One word.
My parents were optimistic.
I can see that.
But it paid dividends. I was very confident.
I'm sure that confidence has carried you, Chad Orc.
Yes. How are you guys?
Just nod.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks so much for asking.
Right.
Do you not have any business to be attending to? Like, you're working right now, right?
This is working, making sure that everyone on our boat is happy. Because you sounded really down about my name.
I wasn't down. I know why you thought that. I just don't have a different tone of voice.
Yes, I'm
I'm
sorry.
not mad, this is just how I sound.
I love that line. No, but there's definitely things I could do on the ship. I could go shuffle the decks for the gambling rooms. I can
That's the only
pushing
thing, huh?
chairs. No, I have things. You know,
Good thing he don't have more work like holes or stuff.
yeah. Well, hey, you know what I can do right now that's also a big part of my job? He, like, points at you. I'm gonna go check on Matthias to see if I have a job.
Great move.
Oh, Chaddock, what's up, my man? Gives a fist bump.
His smile could light up the night sky.
Chin could block river.
So funny. And then these two just talk for a while.
Yeah, like...
Good lord, what is happening in there?
Shit.
Chadwick smile.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Nothing
think
not
that-
pertaining to talking with Dia, but we have a red path to address before that, so...
Huh?
Yeah, no, it isn't too long until you hear the door open to your kitchen, Redpath. As he comes walking in. Just kind of looks you up
He
and
is
down.
cutting onions. God,
So, you doing all right, huh?
yeah. There's so many onions. God, there's so many people here to cook for.
Do you want assistance?
Have you ever cut onions before? Do you know what you're signing up for?
I am certain it will not be that complicated.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
I am proficient
Um,
with knives.
Alright, go wash your hands first.
Yes, very well. How's the
I want
sink?
him to start bawling. I want him to start projectile crying.
I mean, that's really a question for you,
I
Will.
guess-
Where's the sink?
Man, I
What
built this
chunk
map
you
like
wanna make the sink?
I built this map like a year and a half ago. I don't.
It's
I guess
under
there
these
is-
pumpkins.
I will just use smite on my hands to cleanse them. There, they're fine now. I found a sink.
That's honestly very impressive.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so
I assume impressive enough to handle onions.
yes, that should be fine.
Good.
Okay, he will then teach him the proper method to cut and prepare an onion. The proper directions and places to cut it, such to get optimal hold on the onion, and then he will watch him try his best.
All right, so it's a wisdom. Oh God, he has 0 in profession. This is just a fucking raw D20.
Just gotta try.
He is miserable at this. You've only had one other chef of this caliber, Maze. Actually, Maze probably did a better job, to be quite frank.
Because it's all clicking in Redpath's head. He mentioned it before, like he'd considered it before, but now he's like, oh my god, it absolutely is. Garen has never had to cook for himself. He's always had people prepare meals for him. And they were always like, if it wasn't just gladiator slop, it was high quality keeper meals. So this is perfectly logical.
Yep. No.
Okay.
And to be fair, well, he is proficient with the knife. It's just that, like, he's so forceful that it's just
the shape is so rough. There's like it's not finely chopped. It's roughly chopped. Right. Well, that would work for a sort of broth if you needed it to. But you know, this is great. This means you get to learn a lot. Don't cry. It's just the onions. Don't cry.
I'm not crying.
Yeah.
The eyes are watering, as you stated before, from the onions. It's not my fault.
I know it's not.
And besides, there's nothing wrong with crying, but I'm not doing it.
Right.
Okay. Did you come in here for a reason, actually?
Yes. A very bizarre topic to bring up.
Right past just there.
But, one, I need to change the music. This is not fitting what we're talking about right now.
That was fine for onions.
I just wanted to make something clear. I hope this isn't too rude or presumptuous, but when we are in Leviara, I would like to have as little part in what you are going to be doing there as possible.
I would hope so.
Oh. I was concerned there might be a full-on discussion about that. I appreciate that.
No, as far as I was aware, this was going to be your time to relax, I assume.
Well, it's not even just that. It's...
Are you okay?
Well, I'm going to see Andy again. And it has been a while, and I have a lot of new information to work off of. And so, it's the first time in a long while I have been nervous.
Oh.
Don't owe me.
No, it's sweet. He puts a hand on his chest. Oh.
Oh, on your... I thought you, like, put a hand on Garen's chest. It's like, what is this? What are you doing?
What is this Tarzan shit?
I understand that, though. You saw the jitters I had when I first came home.
Yes, I do recall that. But I thought you handled it quite well. And as proven, you had nothing to worry about.
You
disagree?
Your situation is no. Well, to an extent. But your situation, yes, it is a bit different because, it's not like Odette was, capable of causing a lot of problems should things go wrong.
Right. Even still, I understand the concern. But I do want to make it clear. If you are desperate for assistance, I can provide some, but no more breaking into places for me. I'm already a wanted criminal. If anything, it might be wise to stay away from me when we're in Leviara.
I think you'll be a bit safer there. There's, from what we've been told, But yes, I don't really think you're the breaking and entering type, if I'm honest here.
Besides, if there's one thing I know for sure I would like to do, puts his hand on the door, I would like to go fishing.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have a time. You're gonna lose so many days. You're just gonna be on that dock, and there's gonna be like 30 other guys exactly like you.
Buddy, the fish are this big.
The fish are this big.
While you say that in a mocking tone, I am ecstatic for the opportunity.
No, I don't mean it like that. I was there last time I was there. There were just... It's such a huge part of the culture there. You will get along swimmingly.
Yes, like the fish. Quite. All right. Well, thank you for understanding, Redpath. And always, if you need something, I'm happy to help.
I'm gonna need you to smite your hands again, or else you're gonna be going around smelling like onions. Gosh, that's so neat. I wish I could do that.
Yes, I burnt 2 of my 3 per day. It was totally worth it. Anyways, one other thing. I don't think I'm the one that should have the conversation. Just because I feel like I might get a bit heated, and I might not have all the information. Someone needs to talk to Dia.
Ah, yes.
Because I restrained her from going any further. And I realize why it has not been addressed yet. There was a lot happening, and... well, it could certainly be, quite the buzzkill for a victory lap in your town. But now that we are on a boat on our way to a possibly another dangerous situation, it needs addressing.
No, she can't get away from me now. That's gotta marinate. I might as well get it over with.
Yes. I will speak with Matthias and Chadork. Perhaps it will be amusing.
That's got a marinade, and I've got a stew.
Yeah!
You just hear a door open. Hey, Mr. Everlyn, come on in. We're just talking about nothing.
I'm sure he'll love that.
Aaron and Small Talk. Name a more iconic duo.
Impossible. What's going on, boys?
Oh, sorry, we were just thinking about Chadork.
Right?
I love that Chadork has been like a critical hit instantly.
Just absolutely devastating, like...
There is a reason I didn't show you guys any of the new icons.
No, that makes sense. How are you, Redpath? Everything smooth sailing? Haha, boat.
Haha, boat. Yeah, so far. Oh, poor Dobie.
Boat.
Poor Dobie. I'm gonna have to do some serious physio on those little hands. That poor man.
Yeah, is he like doing okay?
I think he will be okay as long as we keep him out of the kitchen and out of using his hands.
Well, that's as good as it's gonna get, I guess.
Speaking of restraining people against their bizarre urges, do you guys want to go talk to Dia?
Oh yeah, sure. I did have something I wanted to bring up with her.
Wait, first, dude, what did you see her? Is she doing okay? Is she like busy doing girl stuff or something?
Oh, I don't know. When she's doing girl stuff, I just keep my distance, considering how girl stuff with Dia could mean any number of horrific things.
Last time I was around for girl stuff, it was wizard spells.
All right. I guess it's up to me. I know how to deal with girl stuff.
Hey guys,
Hey!
I think. Oh, hey.
Girl stuff.
Yeah. What?
Jazz hands.
Girl stuff.
That's my motto. Don't wear it out. I think we should probably talk about something.
He makes a little swivel with his hand. Go on.
Oh, I don't know. Can we go up on deck or something? It's like I kind of prefer for this to be like a little more private.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Let's go to a map that we're not on.
You got it. Don't you fret, kid.
Eat shit, Will.
No, I was so ahead of you, I was actually getting it ready.
Nice.
But you guys have to move where you want to be.
Yeah. No, up here's fine. Just, there's like up here, it's possible to have more distance from the nearest anonymous guard, whereas below decks that's harder unless you go into a cabin.
Redpath will sit himself right here.
Yeah. And I should mention, it's now getting into the night, so it's actually quite dark out, but the green apple has plenty of these very beautiful green lights that help illuminate the river, and you are accompanied by kind of the loud splashing and sloshing of the big water wheels propelling itself forward and the occasional blast of steam coming from the various pipes.
Hmm.
A little the kind of gets up on the railing here.
Please be careful.
In violation of nautical safety, but you know.
Oh my god, do we have to tie a rope around her?
I'm fine. Literally, if I fell into the water, I would just turn into a water elemental. It's fine.
Okay.
I can do that, you know.
I am aware.
Okay. You sounded almost very slightly incredulous.
That's just how I sound.
Yeah, good point.
We're all having this
my
problem today.
Speaking of my bad.
Oh,
Transitioning into it, okay?
Oh my god! Oh,
you can
right.
just hear the double thumbs up. Yeah, that's it!
Perfect,
Wow.
like butter.
Can I just say,
9/11
well done.
be like.
Jesus.
No! Excuse me?
For everyone's sanity, we're gonna blast past that.
Yeah, so I feel like, I guess the phrase "a broken record" wouldn't exist in this universe. I
it
feel
could.
like, I guess they've got some steampunk technology.
we've got
I feel
records.
like, you know how, I feel like a broken arcane phonograph reel, but. So, man, there's so many ways, there's so many words I could use to kind of like soft pedal this, but it's not really appropriate. I know, so I lost, I took leave of my senses when we were, finishing dealing with Sebastian, and man, I don't even know quite where to go with this other than to say it's on me. It's very specifically on me. It's a complex situation, of course, but that was not any sort of compulsion or possession or any of the other things you might assume. That was a heat of the moment revelry in the sensuous experience of biting into tender human flesh, and that is all that I can say. I'm not sure where we go from here, other than I'm still trying to work as hard as I can and as quickly as I can on a more permanent arrangement that doesn't have as many risks for me or, well, for you guys and the people around. But if you have any thoughts, I'd like to hear them.
So, you wanted to do it?
There's an extent to which it's more complex than that, but that's not incorrect. It wasn't I wouldn't describe it as a deliberate choice, but it was an immediate impulse to act on an urge that I felt. And I did not squunch that impulse back down when I could have.
Perhaps you could even describe it as an past instinct thrust upon you in a dire moment.
The moment was dire, but we weren't in danger anymore, really. Sorry, that was me responding. Right.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you guys know, or maybe you don't. I thought it was kind of an open secret, but I realized when Jasper brought it up that maybe I never really made it explicitly and abundantly clear. I am hosting another consciousness right now. His name is Addis. He's been inaccurately described as a demon. He's really more of an, you originated as an elemental or such, didn't you?
I was a daemon who was used as an energy core to provide an advanced golem the ability to operate.
Okay. All right, daemon, not demon. Actually an interesting distinction, but probably only one that's of immediate interest to someone who's read as many books as I have. That being said, yeah, he's very... You guys know that weird thing that Loyal had? The goo monster, melty glass man, face ripper guy?
Amalgam.
I know that was its name, but I don't know if they know that. They probably do. I don't remember.
Is that
You know who
why-
I'm talking about, right, guys?
Yes, is that why your arm is the way it is?
Yes. Well, there's still things I don't understand about that. I am not in possession. It's the same type of being, fundamentally. But unlike Loyal, I'm not in possession right now of Addis's mask. I'm not wearing it. I don't have it on my person. If I was wearing it, you would know, because I would just be a giant monolithic superheated metal golem devouring all before me.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. That almost happened, but it didn't quite. But it left a kind of residual link, and when we went back to Eugene Verger's house, and we kind of panicked because Garen and Hersif were there, and they were grilling him about the mask, and, you know, given everything we already knew about the Keepers, much less what we've learned since then, kind of felt that drastic measures were necessary to make sure that the mask didn't fall into their hands. But given my previous experience with it, I didn't think we could just pick it up and take it with us, because the pull would be too strong and one of us would end up putting it on. And so I contacted the mind of Addis being sealed in that mask, and basically made an arrangement whereby he could backseat with me mentally but not physically for a while, so that I could work with him to try and find a more permanent solution to actually get him a human body, which is what he wants. And in exchange for that, he would let his mask be taken back to Central and simply left there inert, rather than reaching out to try and possess the nearest person at all times. So that's the backstory. Things have worked out interestingly. She tinks her platinum arm. It seems like even absent the mask, there's some kind of gradual and unsteady, like, because this didn't happen entirely gradually, this happened in one big burst. There's been some kind of process by which it seems that our essences are intertwining somewhat, with unexpected results. And that, I regret to say, that's mostly all that I know. My intention is that I want to find a way to... I want to find a way to create a real, actual human body and transfer Addis's consciousness into it so that he can be the kind of being he wanted to be and was promised that he could be, and frankly pretty cruelly tricked into becoming what he is instead. It's important to me.
Important enough that you're giving up your own body for it?
That's not my intention. I don't want to lose my body. I happen to like it very much.
We know.
But I'm willing to risk it because I think the risk is worth the reward. And, well, that's what I said at the outset. And I think I have gradually been enlightened to the extent to which I'm risking more than just my own skin here. I don't see a way, truthfully, this isn't just hubris speaking, I don't see a way back and out. I only see a way forward from this point. But if any of you don't... I feel like if I had had a proper conversation like this with Jasper, maybe they would still be here, and so... I want to tell you all that and answer any other questions you have, and if you don't feel comfortable or safe traveling with me anymore, I wouldn't blame you, and I wouldn't have any hard feelings.
Well, since you've opened the floor to it, yeah, it's pointedly unsafe to be traveling with you.
Yeah.
If I can be honest, I've never really quite felt safe traveling with you.
Oh. I see.
That's just because of your general nature, though.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Your complete reckless abandon, your lack of any self-preservation instincts, your willingness to act before you think, those things.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Okay.
Don't worry, I think a butt is coming. It's gotta be there somewhere.
But it never came.
But there is no butt.
There is no butt except Chadork's chin butt.
Okay. Well, that's 2 out of 3. What have you got for me, Nash? Finger gun.
He's just like tapping his claws on the the wooden part of the table, and like he's thinking, and he's like, lot to think about. Don't understand still. Do you think you did that to Sebastian because he was Sebastian?
I think so, yes. I don't know. I shouldn't assume that you'll relate to this, Nash, but I've seen you fight plenty of times, and when you really get in the zone, I've seen the way your mental state changes and becomes focused, but also wild. I think I would liken it to that. It felt like... two wild animals fighting, one coming out on top, and then taking the killing blow after defeating an enemy and wanting to remove their threat. But in a slightly unfortunately spectacular and gruesome fashion for, bipedal humanoids.
But not like me. No. You not focused, just mad in that moment.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose you're probably right.
An interesting observation.
I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna help or harm your opinion of me, but I think there's probably one other opinion that ought to be aired here. Would you guys like to? Would you like to speak to Addis?
That can just be casually arranged?
In theory, yes.
No,
There's a certain give and take, push and pull by which this tink tink tink, the part of my body that's subsumed with his essence at any given time can kind of be shifted a little. I actually did it back in the Elysiodia state to try and slow the red rot from spreading in my other arm. But in theory, it should be possible to just shift some of that to, my mouth and vocal cords and just let him use those for a bit.
look,
You say in theory, but are you really willing to practice something like that?
I'm absolutely willing to, if you don't want me to because because you're concerned for your own safety, I wouldn't blame you.
No,
But-
I'm saying, if you barely have control of your arm, because yes, I have noticed, then what's to say you'll be able to speak afterward?
Well, the past is the best predictor of the future. So far, anything that I have voluntarily given over has not physically shifted in any permanent way. This here, she points to her arm, seems to have happened as a reaction when I briefly contacted the insatiable inhabiting Luthien. I still don't know exactly why. I think as some kind of, matter and antimatter violent reaction that threw the two of them apart.
no disrespect here to your traveling companion, I guess, but it's preposterously unlikely that anything they have to say will shift my opinion.
Well, I think that's okay, because that's not the only reason. He's been here for a while. It doesn't seem right that he's never gotten a chance to speak for himself. I don't know. Maybe he has something that he really wants to say to you.
Does he? You can talk to him, you tell us. Does he have something he wants to share?
If it would be comforting to them, I don't need them to respect or agree with anything. Merely a chance to understand, and if even then that is impossible, then the attempt is appreciated.
He said he would appreciate the chance.
It's no skin off my back, then.
Well, at least if we... Sorry. If we try it, then we won't feel bad in the end if it fucks up, because we can say, oh, well, at least we tried.
Yeah, that's a somewhat pessimistic but reasonable way to view it.
Yes, making light of the bad end.
Yeah. Well, alright. I kind of hoped this would be under different and better circumstances, to
Then
be
you
honest.
should have brought this up at a different time.
That was, yeah, I know. Look, man. Oh, all right. Let's do this. All right. Do you out of character? Do you guys want to try the fun way in case and if it proves logistically unworkable, we can do it the simple way.
I think it'll just be logistically problematic. Will should probably just talk.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys watch for a moment as some of the platinum moves from kind of like the neck and the cheek to kind of fully wrap around the neck and actually more or less get the bottom jaw, part of the jaw.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Like the best way to describe this, very Raiden.
Yeah,
from,
right.
like,
Yeah,
Metal Gear.
yeah.
Yeah, very much that. And there is a moment.
Testing 1, 2. Yes, this does work. Okay. Hello. I am Attis, the Endless Hunger. I don't know if this will have any value, but I am sorry. It's becoming clearer and clearer that I am indirectly influencing Dia more and more. Not my desire. I wouldn't want this curse on another, but an unfortunate happenstance. Dia is the only person to ever reach out to me and try to understand when, really, I don't deserve it. Based on past actions, I was not right of mind, and admittedly, even now, things are odd. But do know that I am learning, not just from her, but those around us. And I am trying. I realize that's not enough because it is not results, but please, if anyone is to be blamed, leave Dia, well, not entirely out of it, but understand that some things are beyond her control due to kindness towards me.
I've no quarrel with you, Addis, so you don't have to apologize.
It still felt necessary.
We'll go for it.
Yeah. I only mad if you lying to her.
There was a point where that was the plan. But the more I have seen, and more importantly, the more I have been treated like a person, the more I don't want to. And I don't want to at all at this point. Because, as I told Dia once before, why should I trick someone the same way I was tricked? What cruel hypocrisy.
Nash nods, and the snarl on his face that was on since he took control is a little less now.
Well, we've all had our turn to air grievance with Dia. What do you think about how she's been acting?
There is certainly a reason that I was drawn to her. There is an impulse, a desire for more, to change. Obviously, those goals align with my own, but instead of seeing how many wings, how many fangs, how many claws I can get, I just want a human body. Opposites attract, after all, or so I've heard. You humans. It was, at first, intended to be easily influenced to manipulate. But now I just feel bad, because I really wouldn't have had to do much. It was already there.
That sounds about right.
What do you want to do moving forward in that case?
I would request patience if possible. I would request that if you need something from us, that we should abide by such a desire as best we can. We are being given an opportunity to prove our humanity. We should do as much as we can to prove it.
What's this we?
Well, Dia became a werewolf on purpose well before I arrived. There need to be steps taken.
You actually feel, Dia, your like right eye turn to look at your left eye.
Oh, that's so weird.
Isn't that right, Dia Diadem? You have to admit that, at a point, this might get a little too far.
Dia cannot respond because she does not have a mouth.
Ah! Well, I more or less have...
I understand what you're going for, but you don't get to merge accountability like that.
That is fair.
That's not how being human works. We're individuals.
That is correct. My apologies. With this bond, this connection, it gets a little wishy-washy sometimes. Not an excuse, just providing clarity. Honesty.
The honesty is appreciated.
Well,
It felt...
what would you honestly like us to do the next time that she's not able to stop herself from gorging on someone's flesh?
Restrain her, stop her, and, if necessary, find a means to remove me. I don't know if it'll prevent any further harm to her, but at least it couldn't get worse.
Good to know.
Does that feel agreeable?
Yes, it does. Though, I don't want to speak for everyone else, of course.
Well, I promised Dia once that if she ever went over the deep end, I would kill her myself, and that is my first reaction should it happen again. But I will do what you cannot, and I will practice restraint. I'll agree to those terms. I won't just kill you outright.
Thank you.
Nash just sternly nods.
Dia internally thinking, oh, Red Path, it's cute that you think you could kill me. And then, oh yeah, Nash could kill me.
Please know that I will continue to do my best. I will also try to be a leash and rein her in. My apologies for past failures.
A better apology will be keeping it from happening.
Yes, I agree. Well, to prove that I have no intentions of stealing this body, I shall retreat for now. Good day, friends of Dia Diadem. How very lucky she is to have you.
Good day.
Addis has
Good
run out of
night.
spoons.
This is my out of spoon.
No spoons, head empty.
You once
I think
again.
there's like 0.5 seconds of before the mouth resets.
You watch as the platinum once again shifts back to its original location, and you see that there is actually an attempt. I'm actually gonna roll for Addis to. Let's see here, Addis. What are your attributes? Will saves. I'm gonna give him fort save. Okay. You watch as more of the platinum moves from the neck and face to the arm. Addis actively trying to take less of the body.
I want to say there's like that left a taste in my mouth. I don't think it actually did, but it feels like it did, and so I'm imagining.
It's a phantom taste.
I think it is.
imagine it's your taste buds actually firing back up after.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually.
What you are
That-
tasting is the inside of your mouth. Congratulations.
That is a bizarre feeling. It's like if you woke up with just a different tongue all of a sudden. Hey, okay. Smacks the side of her face a couple times. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
Addis seems a charming fellow. But, as predicted, my stance hasn't really changed.
They like me!
Yeah, he is, perhaps unexpectedly very, very forthright. Anyway, well, we're gonna reach Leviara before too long, so if you want to split up, that'll be a fine opportunity. I still want to see this through myself.
I'll give you my thoughts in their entirety, Dia. I feel that you are dangerous and impulsive and certainly going to get yourself killed one of these days, and that there's not a thing in the world I or anybody else could say to get you to stop. But he shrugs. That's what we signed on for.
Okay.
You are acting entirely within your pre-established norms, and whatever that says about you is what it says about you.
Question for the philosophers. Perhaps, one day, the historians.
Nash actually eye rolls with his one eye.
I don't entirely agree with Maze's sentiment there, but at this point it would be pretty much more work to part ways.
Alright. Well, I should make one other thing clear then. Obviously, there are important reasons why we need to try and find Blackthorn and Leviara. But I have a personal reason as well, which is I think from what we know of him secondhand, anyone who has the power to create an art like physiomancy from nothing, to invent that and realize it, has power that's kind of, by definition, otherworldly. And so, aside from the extreme danger of confronting such a person, I hope to somehow get assistance, willing or otherwise, from him in this.
No, it should be willing.
I hope so. I
Your
don't know if
fears-
unwilling will even be possible, to be honest.
Yes. Your fears in approaching somebody like that, I understand where they might come from, but for me personally, I'm going there entirely through benevolent means. I'm not gonna go in there and try and strong-arm him.
Well, that wouldn't be my first choice either. I have no idea what his disposition will be toward any of us, or anything that's happened in the past 100+ years. But, anyway, aside from whatever else we want to ask of him, I intend to ask him for help with this.
I would be positively livid if you hadn't.
Oh. Alright then. I was afraid that might earn some sort of rebuke about endangering a more important mission with a personal matter.
Again,
No, because
we
that's
could...
entirely what I'm doing.
And again, we could lecture you about that, but what's it going to do to stop you?
Yeah, that's fair. But
I'm
if
of
you
the
want...
mind that if any one of us dies because of this, then we're all going to die, so...
Right.
Down with the ship.
I can get behind that. I mean, you know, in the positive, you know, all for one for all kind of way, not in the let's sink this motherfucker way.
I would certainly hope.
You hear some footsteps up the stairs. Well, I certainly hope you don't plan on sinking my boat. I spent a lot of money on it, and I had other people work very hard on it.
For some reason, I really don't believe that you spent money on this. I feel like this is the kind of present you got for a smile.
No. I mean, the concept came to me essentially in a dream. I had this moment of realization.
Hey, Matthias, you're a helpful so-and-so for the question I wanted to ask.
Oh! What do you need? I hope it's not a lot of work.
No,
Here,
not at
come.
all. I simply want...
Sit down.
I
Sit
simply
with
want
us.
your insight on something.
Oh, yes. What is it?
I've been thinking about our legacy, of what it is that that my collective here is going to be doing, everything we've done, everything we're going to be doing, how it'll be written down, and you know what I've thought about that?
Yes.
It's gonna be awkward as hell. We don't have a team name.
Matthias taps their chin. Oh, wow, you don't, do you? You're just like a group, or
Yeah.
a party, or... Huh, how long you've been doing this?
Like, forever.
I don't need that. I'm okay.
Well...
You don't want Red Pat's apple slingers?
Absolutely not, no.
I mean, let's see here. Matthias just kind of like leans on the railing, looks out into the water. What are some characteristics about your group that stand out, that make you, you know? Take, for example, this is called the Green Apple because it's green. Yes, it didn't go much deeper than that. Didn't need to.
Well, I mean, it's green apple because it's green, and apple because apples float.
Yes. They
Yeah,
did not
take
think of
that
that.
one for free. That's yours.
Yes. Well, of course I'll take it for free. That's the reason it's called that. Yes.
Well, we've
Because
certainly
apples float.
We've certainly done a lot of things, a lot of pulling strings in the shadows that has not been to our benefit because our credit, all the credit for our work keeps getting jacked.
I mean, you're a secret assassin, Maze. What do you care about public credit?
I'm honestly, like... Do you get to be, like, jealous like this? Are you allowed to do that?
How do you mean?
Is this a slight note of character development I might be feeling?
It's just something I've been thinking about. Mostly that our collective working from the shadows has not really helped us at all.
It's not about helping us.
Helping us would certainly be helpful, though.
It's helped us stay ahead of the Keepers a little bit.
Yeah, but if we had a decent reputation, that wouldn't be necessary. Instead, we're just a
Don't know
boogeyman
about
people get
that.
to blame.
I don't know how... To be honest, it looks like there's very little salvageable of the Keepers, and they're still monstrously powerful and popular, so I think it would be hard to do a lot of what we've done and remain in their good graces, even if we were trying to make a name for ourselves in a positive light. I'm kind of okay with the fact that we're just sort of well-intentioned murderers.
Agree to disagree, then. Still,
Well, okay. In that case, what do you think? Like, what would you want us to be known as, or known for?
How's about half of the good things that we've done that the Keep keeps saying they did?
That's long.
You're right.
Well,
Right.
it sounds like, this might not be a great name, but you're dealing with the Keepers.
No,
who-
don't say it. No.
That keep on, well, taking things for themselves. Why not just be the Givers? You give them all the credit, too, it sounds like.
We could be the Takers. We take lives.
We certainly do that.
Hmm. You know, it also sounds like a mercenary team name.
It kind of does, yeah. I'm not sure if I'm about that, but I do like the parallel.
Definitely something to swish around there. I didn't expect us to come to a conclusion immediately. Just, put some feelers out there, get the juices flowing.
The Yoinkers.
Ooh!
You say
Matthias, your
things
job here
don't
is done
get-
now.
Well, you've got plenty of time to think on it. There's still a long boat ride to Leviara. Oh, you're going to love it, though. By my calculation, or according to Chadorks, we should be arriving in Leviara in just a few days, and if we're lucky enough, in mid to late morning.
Do you want it to be faster than that?
Oh. Well, they look over at the big water wheels and going upstream. I mean, if that's possible. I don't want to push the machine too much.
It'll be easy, starts throwing tables overboard.
Red Path slaps the railing. He's gonna cast Tail Current.
All right. So, what Tail Current does is it's very loose in its explanation. It doesn't say a creature.
Cool.
It just says a target and essentially grants freedom of movement to it
Cool.
in the water. So
Can we just no-clip through the sea all the way?
you are literally ignoring the fact that you're going upstream. It's as if you're on a lake.
So long,
Collision
friction.
disabled.
Yeah.
Red Path there at the table, he had one hand on the table like very steadily, and then he does that and just sits there while everybody else goes, "Oh!"
Yeah, no. There is a moment where the whole boat jerks. Can I get a fortitude save by everyone?
No.
Can I
Not
roll,
me, baby!
Can I roll Addis's fortitude save to have his hand clinging onto the railing?
Yeah, I'll give you the Addis one. Here, I'll roll Addis. Fort save by Addis.
Oh,
Dude.
Nash.
Yeah, you're
oh.
fine. Nash is totally fine.
Whoa, okay, I'm glad the whole arm is platinum, because I think that would have popped my shoulder out of its socket otherwise.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nash just
bye.
like skids like a little bit.
And then what did Maze roll?
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Matthias.
Fail.
Matthias, like, like loses their footing just a little bit. Oh, wow. They look over and they see that it's a bizarre experience because the river current is like clearly going to hit the boat, but then whoop, like
Yeah,
water
there's,
up a duck's back.
There's no froth on the sides, there's no wake behind, just like passing through.
Yeah, no. Suddenly,
Bizarre.
you hear like stomping. Matthias? I think, they look over. Hey, physics broke. Well,
The server is shutting down.
I'll recalculate our
Oh, no, my
time.
soup! Oh, it probably sloshed over. Oh, excuse me. Oh,
sorry.
My
Why don't we-
grief.
Why don't we roll
It'd be very funny if the soup was counted as part of the body of water and just no clip out of the pot through the ship.
And so, thanks to Redpath's impressive spell, you guys make insanely good time. I would say, because like, how long does it last?
Oh boy, I believe it's a fucking while.
So you said upriver, so we're going up this river as opposed to going around the peninsula and docking, right?
So I should make it clear. Like the river is on this side of Sweetstone.
It's just not on the map.
It's just not on the map, and it's not as big. Like these are like considered super dangerous rivers.
Those are like some Mississippi kind of rivers there, but this
right,
one is
exactly.
like not.
So kind of what
for at least 10 hours.
Oh! Yeah, that just works. So you guys zip up here, and then kind of what happens is you pop out in this little gulf, and then you take a very beautiful leisurely ride along the coast to Leviara, which I will now switch the music to. And true to their word, it's not too long. Or actually, it's much sooner. And once again, it is in that nice early morning, but a good full, like, you probably shaved 2 days.
Oh my God.
Like, to be perfectly, like, if it lasts for 10 hours and if you prepared it the next day, yeah, no, you're rock solid.
So
And
much
you
for a
arrive
break.
in Leviara.
Look at that.
This was done by Civ, as you might
It's
have
still
guessed.
blue. Do it again.
And it is no surprise as you pull up into the coast of Leviara. It's stunning. It is this very intricate road that goes up the side of this massive cliff face. There are dozens upon dozens of boats, whether they be massive merchant ships. There are a couple of what you would assume, I wouldn't call them straight up battleships, but like security vessels, as well as the occasional very small boat for small fishing excursions or just the family who want to enjoy the beach. There is... you also notice that along the various cliff sides that there are actually holes that go into the cliff. And, you know, at one point, Matthias actually hands you some monoculars to kind of take a gander because they start rambling in your ears. And yes, of course, there's the various closed communities, you might call them, for individuals who want to have a little bit more privacy or to avoid the brightness of the sun. They go into a sponsored hole, as it were. It's one by the Lionhearts, by the Dulanes. Delotto's got one. I've even got one, actually. Very fancy, very expensive. But that's mostly because a lot of the various buildings you'll see along the paths are the various shops. And there's a little bit of everything here if you're so curious. There's a few magic item stores. I know there's a very talented alchemist I might be worth speaking with. And not to mention, you'll probably notice the very large building not too far from the docks. That would be the portmaster's office. And that very bizarre building up there gestures to do this thing over here. It's just one of our many, it's the academia. It's very large. I didn't see it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, right here is the academia. Yes, Leviara's Library of the Learned as one of its longer titles for it, but we normally just refer to it as the Academy. I don't really agree with the architecture because they keep on having wizards build upon it, and then they refuse to remove the previous wizards.
Come on, it's a little bit of flavor. It's history.
It is
Wrong
history.
with wizards building, huh?
Non-Euclidean. It's not very accessible, honestly.
You could literally get lost in there for hours.
That's
It's
what
insanity.
magical flight is for.
Yeah, well, Dia, not everybody has magical flight.
But wizards do.
Morrowind problems.
Yes.
Never mind. We'll agree to disagree.
So, before we pull into Leviara, there are a couple things I should make abundantly clear. One,
You turn around, you notice Redpath's the only one smart enough to take off a few layers. He knows.
yes, Redpath has got the right of it. It's very warm here. It's just very obvious, and it's going to consistently be this temperature. And you know for a fact that it's like high 70s, low 80s. But like there's always this really nice sea breeze, and there's every once in a while you get that nice cloud to kind of create a little bit of shade. But yeah, no, it's very warm here. Second, no one is allowed in the Wandering Woods. as you can see up above the cliff face and along the very large cliff here, you can see that there's actually these beautiful sparkles kind of just slowly rising out of it. The best way to describe it is it looks like embers leaving a fire, but you know for a fact that the forest is not on fire. It just seems to be like resonant fey energy escaping. Incredibly dangerous there. People that go in sometimes don't come out, so leave it be. Let's see here. Well, if anything, it might be wise to speak with the portmaster first. Once we've fully boarded, if that interests you.
Thump, 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 thump.
Yeah, out of curiosity, that portmaster is Deletta, right?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was gonna suggest myself.
That was his tail!
I just want to see Deletta.
It's his tail, though. He's put on his hat of disguise in preparation, so you can't see it, but you can hear the thumping.
That's wonderful. Yes, and luckily the portmaster's office is not too far from the docks where we will be.
No, actually, that's not it.
Oh, where did you put it?
I put the portmaster's office right here. It's this one.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out. This map's so fucking big. Where'd you put it? Oh, there it. Yes, all right, there it is.
That's a much nicer building.
Yeah. So it's going to be a bit of a walk, so if you want to grab some snacks on the way, I would be happy to purchase them for you. The food here is exquisite. Oh,
I'm not going to turn you down, but it's got a lot to live up to after many days of the Fournier de Champ. I don't stutter in character, that's just me out of character trying to remember
You got it!
The Fournier de Champ home cooking.
oh
Personally,
boy.
I'm not interested in eating right now, because I feel like a sack of crap filled with other sacks of crap.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You know, I hope the sun treats you well. They wink.
Up yours.
Well, no sense in delaying any longer. Come along, friends! And you feel the boat finally lock into one of the very nice little, kind of what you would assume is more like the recreational docks for just anybody to swing on by. And after a lovely walk through the town, the energy in Leviara is very different from like Cragmer's Fissure. Cragmer's Fissure was a lot of hard-working, tough people going about their business.
Yeah, this is a fucking vacation.
This is a vacation. You look around and like whenever you like engage or talk with someone, they are very pleasant, very respectful, and manners are super important here. It's also insanely clean. Like this is well kept. The thing that you notice immediately is like there doesn't really seem to be like a poverty-stricken area in your immediate walkthrough. You do know. Actually, you know what? Give me a perception check.
Ooh!
I love those.
Yeah.
My favorite check. Not even kidding.
It
Did my dice not go? I didn't see it.
did.
I see a +7 there. I see a 13 there.
I didn't
I
see
think
the roll.
Because I think two people rolled at the same time, so
I
it just
see.
like deletes it. All right. So wow.
So
Nash,
bright, I
holy
can
crap.
barely see anything. It's just everything's reflecting off. It's like snow blindness. Ah.
I'm so glad it's your eyes.
And so Dia's blinded. Redpath, you kind of notice the little chitter chatter of people, and kind of catches your attention that the Blue Jays, which are the guards for Delato, that you might you did get to see them at the.
He
Yeah, okay.
would definitely know about the Blue Jays from being in Leviara before, but he didn't see them at the party.
Aren't they called the
Yes.
Blue Watch? Or is it just
they
two
are
different
called.
terms for the same thing?
They're interchangeable. I lean
Okay.
more towards the Blue Jays just because that's just more apt of
It's
who
more
they are.
fun, Smile.
Yeah. But the Blue Jays are the basically main security for Leviara. And you notice that like they kind of eyeball you guys pretty intently, but then they see Matthias is with you and they're like, oh, okay. And then they kind of relax a little bit. For Maze and especially Nash, you spot that there are keepers And the keepers are going through the town and they're kind of doing their own patrols. But any time that they make eye contact with a blue jay, they walk away. Like there is a very small, I wouldn't call it a turf war, but there is a very much like, hey, know your place, keepers.
Yeah, very much unwelcome
Yeah,
here.
Nash gets a smug little smile on his face about that one.
That's
I will say,
refreshing.
With a 34 Nash, because it's that high, you actually catch some conversation. There are people that are talking about how having the keepers here is frustrating. It's upsetting. Why are they still here? We've disbanded from the coalition, which that catches your ear. Leviara has left the coalition.
Oh, my girl did it!
As
Yeah,
per the plan.
baby!
But there are other people that you walk by who are like, the keepers are just free security. I mean, yeah, sure, there was the whole taxes and whatnot, but I mean, it was a small price to pay for having what would be considered expendable soldiers besides our own families be used in defenses. Like, a lot of really catty talks about what the politics should be in this town. And so, yeah, no, that's an interesting bit of information to catch immediately. I will bring you.
Nash just making blah 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 hand motion, you know.
Yeah.
Just gab.
Oh, it's this map. Viewers of Ebon Ward East will recognize this one. Ebon Ward East, now available for streaming on twitch.tv/SurpriseRoundRPG.
Tell your friends.
This is true. You come walking in, and these blue jays step up. Hey, who are you? Matthias, what's that? Oh, I make this clear. We actually just docked. Matthias Ledoux. I am the owner of the Green Apple. We went out on a lovely expedition. Went a little longer than planned. I apologize for that, but I felt it was important to inform the portmaster herself. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Just things are a bit jumpy right now. Very sorry about that. And you see that they take a very respectful bow and a salute, and they step away from you. Thank you very much. Martin, my man, how goes it? Oh, Ledoux, hello. Did you want to speak with the portmaster? If she's in, I think these folks would love the opportunity to meet her. I mean, she is one of the greatest spectacles of our city, next to me. Well, I mean, you know the way. And Martin just gestures to the back door. Thank you very much. Well, don't just stand there.
This is really exciting. It feels like it's been ages, even though it's only been probably a couple weeks.
Yeah. It's probably been a little under a month. Actually, he's not there.
Okay, I was gonna say. What's that?
He's
I
elsewhere.
smell people.
One of the things you notice as you go deeper into the building, there is a very gentle breeze in the building.
Oh my
Leviara,
god,
they have AC.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no. Matthias walks up to the door. Hello! Oh, come on in, dear. And Matthias throws the door open, actually like hangs on the door a little bit. Hello! Oh, Mr. Lionheart. Dear, nice to see you. Maze Myers.
You're still rolling with this square.
Gang's all here.
Deletta immediately stands up. Oh my goodness! And she scoots around. Oh, hello everyone! Oh, excuse me, Mr. Lionheart. Yeah, I figured as much. He just steps aside. Oh, no, don't get crowded in the corner there. Come on in. There's plenty of room for everyone. Hello!
Oh, fish! Wow.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes, I have plenty of fish. Would you like to feed them, sir?
Oh, may I?
Oh, absolutely. Let me just, she scurries back over here and reaches under a shelf and pulls out this little cylinder. All right. Excuse me, everyone. This is very important.
I'm so sorry, Nash.
And
and he's just got a really big grin on his face and thump 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 is happening.
She hands you a little cylinder. All right. Now, I need to get you a little... Oh, I know what to do. And she kind of runs back over, but for the sake of ease, runs back over and grabs this chair and gives it to you. All right, I need it all the time because I'm just a little too dang short to... I mean, you might be fine. Yeah, get on up there.
I think I'll be okay.
I figured as much. She does stop. Nash! Oh my goodness!
As soon as she turns, Dia does like a ta-da point indicating Nash.
Glitter dust.
Yeah.
She runs up and she stops just before you. All right, as the portmaster, I need to be respectful and polite. Nash, may I give you a hug?
He just opens up his arms.
I will take that as a yes. Oh, she jumps in your arms and you actually like lift her up because she just expected you to pick her up, quite frankly.
And he does.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Oh, all of you. I should make that clear. I'm not trying to play favorites a little bit, but you know, it's real nice to see all of y'all. Oh my. Well, what brings you here?
Well, business and pleasure.
We did want to check in on things here.
Yeah, we
been
can
going
definitely
well?
afford to just spend some time catching up, to be honest. Let's start with that.
Oh, sure. All right. Well, I guess really not a whole lot has been going on around here.
That's
Pride
good.
immediately steps up. I would like to add an addendum to that if you don't mind, Portmaster. Maybe you're aware, maybe you're not. It is rather recent news. Leviara is no longer a part of the coalition.
We picked up on that, yeah.
Yeah, heard some opinions, many.
The keepers seem thoroughly unwelcome here now.
Yes, I've felt the brunt of it more than once. Though I'm not a part of the Keepers, I have family that is. So, they assume I have a bias.
Character, not for long.
Covers his mouth with a little smile.
But this has led to interesting, makes it sound like it's fun, developments within our city. Politically charged, if you will. Some people are very much for the departure, others are, well, they're not too keen on the idea of losing extra security, which is annoying considering we have other options for security.
Things haven't gotten violent, I hope.
Deletta looks over. There have been a few skirmishes. Thankfully, no one has been seriously injured, and it has been exclusively between the Blue Jays and, of course, the Keepers. Luckily, we've been able to prevent them before they escalate. Thank goodness we have had the Hersa family get involved a few times.
Ask me, that's still a political pull as well. But the assistance is appreciated.
So what if do the Keepers have any authority here anymore?
No, they shouldn't at all whatsoever. We can't exactly force them out, so long as they don't take matters into their own hands for protection and getting involved with the public. That being said, there have been occurrences where there might be criminal activity that our Blue Jays miss, and then if a keeper swoops in...
It looks good for them. Makes them look like they're necessary.
Yeah,
So-
standard keeper move.
Precisely. They swoop on...
Go ahead.
No, he just kind of crosses arms.
It's their sneaky ploy. I really can't blame them for trying it. It makes us look like we are failing in our duties, but the Blue Jays are running ragged as is.
Far be it from me to condemn vigilantism, but if the Keepers don't have any authority, I assume you could treat them the same as anyone who wandered around town heavily armed trying to take the law into their own hands, can't you?
Well, that's
They're
what
not-
I mean, that's what I would prefer. But the problem is that regardless of if we arrest them or not, it still bolsters the people who are for them.
Right.
Only more proof that they are indeed heroes.
Yeah, it gives
And
them
then
a
we're the-
martyr instead of just some random layabout jerks.
So
Precisely.
even though you've left the coalition, popular sentiment is still split. There's still a good number of people who support their presence, I take it.
Yes, there is, and no disrespect, Portmaster, you did kind of dive into this.
Well, I admit, when I got talking with Lucifer Cabrera, the idea sounded better and better, and I won't lie, there was a little bit of a personal desire to take command, if you will, and to do something of my own volition. So when the Bronze Circle left the coalition, I thought it would be wise if we left at the same time.
Yes, so indeed it has allowed us to have a little bit more breathing room and make our decisions seem more appealing to the public, because it wasn't just us who left, it was a Bronze Circle as well.
Well, I don't have much of a sense for politics, so I don't know if there was maybe a better, subtler way to do it, but it was definitely the right thing to do.
Oh, there certainly was, but I think it's generally better to have someone who will do something rather than who doesn't do anything, so.
Oh, we could dish some extraordinary gossip about how completely they fucked up trying to keep the peace in Sweetstone, but that's really that's a long story, and I don't know if I'm the most qualified to tell it.
You see Pride actually cocks an eyebrow.
I thought my father was stationed there. What did he do now?
Oh, what didn't he do? Because the list is extensive.
Yeah, well, he was definitely indirectly responsible for a lot of the problems, but I guess I have to give him that he wasn't directly responsible for the worst of them.
To put it as kindly as possible, he was asleep at the reins.
I can't wait to get rid of this fucking name.
Pride just looks out the window.
You looking for suggestions?
I already told you Piss Pot was fine.
Oh wow, there's some history here. Okay.
Oh, speaking of, did you ever solve that problem you talked to us about, the missing ships and such?
Deletta looks over. Oh my, did you actually tell them about that? That was a good idea, because I bet they would have fixed it lickety-split. And Pride looks over.
Yes, remarkably. Well, no, credit where credit's due. I had very little involvement with that, to be frank. There was a group of women who were exceedingly efficient. I'd met them once before on Anchor's Up. They invited me to their girls' night. That's not important. What is important is,
Why am I telling you this?
Why am I telling you this? I felt included, it was nice.
I'm a better man now. Nash in his head is like, they invited him to their wizard night. Oh my god.
Pride steps away from the cabinet.
But, no, there was a situation regarding a pirate by the name of Captain O'Brien. And, well, turned out he had the ability to cause the land from the bottom of the sea to rise to meet his feet, so the ocean could never touch him. He was using that to essentially create sudden reefs, regardless of how deep into the water it was, forcing ships to crash. While they sank, he came aboard, kidnapped everyone and their belongings. He was killed by a kraken.
That is a truly insane story.
Yes, it was absolutely...
Sounds like a riveting tale that one could stream on twitch.tv/surprisearoundrpg.
Wish I could have been there.
Classic Leviara stuff right there.
Yes, it was rather cheeky. Sorry for spoiling it.
You should have watched it.
It's been months. It's been months.
Please.
Well, glad that was solved. Sorry, you said something about your Blue Jays working ragged. Is there something going wrong other than just growing hostilities?
The growing hostilities is less than ideal. Not to mention, bizarrely, people have found this to be an interesting opportunity to perform crime because it's turned into a fucking pissing competition between our authorities.
Huh.
Really? There's a crime problem? There isn't even a poverty problem. Who's doing crime?
What sort of crime?
Imports, most likely.
Nah.
You need to consider... Smuggling is a big one, but not to mention we have suspicion of possible... I don't want to spread bad rumors. I can do it if you want.
Fraud?
Matthias, no.
Fraud?
Fraud plays a part, but more accurately, the nobles are seeing an opportunity to muscle each other out. Leviara has always been known for competition between nobles who can donate the most to get the public's reception and things of the sort. But now that there's a whole new political drive, they're picking sides, stirring the pot, if you will.
Oh, snore.
Stirring the piss pot, as it were.
Yes, my namesake.
You gotta do better. I don't even know you. You gotta do better.
Yes. No, thank you for reminding me I shouldn't stick with the first draft.
Well, in any case, that's why I would like to remind y'all, just try and enjoy yourselves here and do be careful. I mean, yeah.
What sort of areas seem to be the yikes sort of zones?
I mean, the
Yeah.
docks can occasionally get a little
Yeah,
heated.
if we open up a
Oh,
map here, can we
no.
circle all of the yikes spots?
Oh no.
Red Path gets a flash in his head of Garen beating the shit out of like 7 different guys at once.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Garen just walked away. The
Oh, I
moment
bet.
you guys got off the boat, he's like, I'm good.
We touched down, he left, and we sarcastically said, bye!
He gets a pair of sunglasses and a fishing hat and just bye.
All right, well, have fun. I'm done.
So, places to be mindful of. Sadly, it's a lot of the docks area. I'll just boop, and I'll delete that later because this map is too pretty.
Right.
Oddly, I would also be mindful of the
Just
Oh.
real quick, I didn't draw it here because the perspective didn't work, but there would be an equivalent other half of the docks because of the way that this map actually like wraps around. So basically from where the viewer's perspective is, I imagine there's another set of docks there.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's 2 sets of docks. A lot of the interiors of the cliffside can also be problematic, as it were. So obviously, I would recommend being mindful of that.
I'm surprised to
Boy.
hear the cliffside interiors are a bad spot. I thought those were sponsored by hoity-toits.
That's precisely it. It's sponsored by hoity-toits. It allows them to go
Is it
between...
nobles having little throwdowns and whipping off their gloves and getting all pompous? Is that what these fights are?
It's more they like to get their bodyguards at one another.
Oh.
If they decide to go to actual physical contact. A lot of it is a lot of passing comments and digging up old dirt on one another. There's been a lot of gossip rumors. Well, I guess that's the same thing. There's been a lot of gossip in town as of recently.
There's been a lot of lie fakes.
Trying to put blemishes on each other's reputations. So,
Ugh.
I will
these
say...
Problems.
Yes, I will say I've been very appreciative of it. They've been leaving the Lionhearts alone for a while because there's new fish in the pond.
Lions aren't fish.
Yeah, so
Just poking all these in so you guys know where they are. These are the boys.
But which ones are
Yes.
connected to one another for fast traveling up the side of the mountain?
Which ones that have the same...
Oh, you missed a
the
boy,
same-
Civ.
I missed a boy! The colors, the
Abandoned
color
your boy.
coordinated.
Oh, of course.
So these 2, and then we got, one boy over here, these 2, and then we got these boys.
This is an
and
intricate
got-
system.
Ooh, this boy, and then we got the Lado. There.
yeah.
So, is that are you just drawing lines between the ones that belong to the same families, or is this to imply these actually connect on the interior of the
Both,
cliff?
I think.
It's up to Will.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. There are points in the caves that can connect with other ones, but for a guaranteed, you would go from family to family. And these sponsorships have changed over the years. It's just based upon who has the wealth to maintain them.
So I'm seeing 5 different family crests here, 2
Yeah.
each.
Yeah, and actually, they can actually go through and explain each of them if that interests you.
I think that's a tutorial we're gonna want. Yes.
Yeah, no.
I get rid of them so you can see them better.
God, the architectural history of this place must be absolutely fascinating if this is what we've done.
Well, it's it's pretty darn impressive. Leviara's been here for quite some time, and I don't know if you're aware. Oh dear, you might love it here. There's actually an academy that I have a big sponsorship in. I provide a lot of donations to the enchantment courses there, just because I think it's so important to teach the youth how to get more involved. I'm just boring you now, but just if you see my little blue jay anywhere, I bought it. But, and so she gestures. So as you know, the blue jay is the Delato family. And here I can actually...
Here, I got it.
Yeah. So there are the Delato family. Next would be the big strong brain. The Dulain family. The Dulain are known as the Silk Kings here. They are in charge of all fashion regarding this town. Even she does a little twirl. Even my dress is made from them. Pride actually crosses her arms.
My attire is from them as well. Basically, anything that you are wearing in this town comes from them. So,
I remember correctly, actually, my little kerchief here. This is from them too.
Oh, I hope the clothes off our backs aren't contraband then.
How amusing.
For your guys' sake, I will just put the...
Ooh.
That is the Dulain icon. Let me get Delato.
We did see the Delato one on the floor. I didn't comment on it, but it looks very nice.
It looks super nice.
There is the Delato. And then, Pride?
Yes, well, it was probably fairly obvious. There is the Lionheart crest. We are, of course, a lion. We dabble in politics for the most part. While I maintain the security of Leviara, my family is heavily influenced by the Keepers as well.
How did you guys even make your money in the first place?
Pride shrugs.
I've no idea.
What do you expect he knows just because it's his money?
Deletta actually crosses her arms. There's actually a rumor that's gone around more than once about your family.
Oh, but we're not feeding into these rumors, right?
No, but I think it does fit. It's because it's also the reason that you guys are welcomed on ships and business ventures. Isn't that right, Pride Lionheart?
There is a rumor, and I'd have to believe it to some extent, that we the Lionhearts are exceedingly lucky. That's why we survive any of our near-death situations. It's the reason that we've made our money. It is strictly luck.
He just starts thinking so hard about his dad and Sweetstone surviving all that shit. Just...
I think maybe the luck stops there.
Are you the only representative of the family in Leviara?
No. I'm really the only one that is directly involved with the politics of Leviara at this time. But there is my mother, Regal. She dabbles with a lot of the more... she's the one that probably is starting a lot of these rumors, unfortunately. Yeah. And there is also my younger sister, Purity. Though she is more focused in the arts of things. My family doesn't finance it, so I do.
Oh.
Did I notice that your dad's the only one with like a real name?
Right. I suppose.
Hey, that's kind of fucking rude. He's already got some sort of complex.
No,
that's
kind of fucking true.
I didn't want to say, I feel awkward saying this, but May's glass houses, bricks?
Yeah, come on.
Alright, fine.
Yes, well, yes, there are many, Lionhearts in the family, but yes, there's that. There is, of course, the, Ledoux family. Oh yes, hi, that's me. Our symbol is the fish because we originally were a big fishing family. It's
major reason that we made our money. And then at one point, someone very smart in our family went, ew, that's boring and gross. So they started investing in the entertainment in the town. And we actually own the massive theater and provide a lot of the entertainment and sponsor many musical and entertainment endeavors from the amateurs in town.
And that person was Albert Einstein.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna move these icons like into the like water so you can actually see them a little better. Because like with this busy of a background,
It's a little hard on the fish. The others read well though.
yeah. So I'll just move them down here instead.
Yeah.
So boop.
And I suppose the last would be the hair sifts then.
2 more.
There's actually 2 more.
Oh.
Delato steps back in once again. There's also the Lurie family. You guys recognize the name Lurie. That's Carthian's last name. The Lurie family are, well, they're rather interesting. They're just like the Hairsifts, where they're actually from Behemoth. And it wasn't until in the more, I wouldn't say more recent years, but in the more recent decades or so, that they became a massive powerhouse because their family dabbles in, I don't even really know how to explain it.
I would describe it as experimental and dangerous alchemy. They develop.
Go on.
Yes,
Oh,
they
boy.
develop chimeras. They're all about breeding animals into something brand new. You can
Ugh.
commission them.
Oh, you can commission that. All right, I was gonna be okay with this for a while, but that feels like you're opening the doors for a lot of weirdos.
That's...
Yes,
They know where the money's made.
they certainly do. To be fair, they are the reason that any griffins that we've had in town as security have been excellent. They're well trained. They're tough. They're actually quite intelligent. They're well-bred creatures. Not to mention, if you have more bizarre requests, such as my mother, who wanted a fire-breathing lion, yes, they can do that. It takes some time, but they can do it. Not to mention, as of recently, we have procured many eel hounds to help with security in the ocean.
Oh my god.
They are very talented alchemists and have sponsored many of the portions of the academy, as well as the most well-known of the alchemist buildings, Kabloom.
It sounds like that's a hilarious name. It sounds like your feelings on them are kind of mixed.
I find the family to be positively pleasant. Let me make that abundantly clear. I find the practice to be concerning. Though, they have yet to have any of their beasties escape and cause mayhem in my time of being here, and to my understanding, in the history of this town. So, bravo. Keep it up, I guess.
And of course, there is the last noble family. And it's at this time that you hear the doors open.
Oh no.
And someone comes marching on in. Let me switch their music.
That asking the truly important questions, but can Maze talk to eel hounds?
Suppose
real
we'll find
question.
out, won't we?
Oh, this is a leitmotif, alright.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drag it back over.
Oh no.
Oh,
my
goodness.
god.
A man with these very vibrant ruby glasses and has had no regard of putting out his cigarette walks in with the Hairsif emblem just emblazoned on a badge on his chest.
Hello, sorry to be a bother, but I did have an appointment, dear Portmaster.
And he pulls out this beautiful pocket watch and wiggles it around a couple of times. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. I just had a lot of friends come on by, and I needed to confirm Ledoux's return. The man takes the cigarette out of his mouth.
Ledoux, welcome back. I do hope you've got more plays planned for us. It's been positively dull around here without your expertise. I mean, there's still Delta, but, you've seen her a dozen times.
Oh, yes, don't you worry. I've got some things lined up. I know there's a few scripts probably waiting for me to examine and produce at this point in time. Sir, I think it'd be wise to introduce yourself.
Right, my manners. They elude me every once in a while. Oleander Hairsif, head of the Hairsif family. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Delato steps forward. Right. Exactly did you want to discuss?
The security measures, the possibility of the Delatos fully working together with the Hersif family. It was brought to my attention that you might be spread a little thin, and seeing as we Hersifs are in charge of the Horde of House Hersif, and, I mean, we are helping you with that other thing, I thought it might be wise to collaborate more.
Yeah, this sounds like a bit of a personal conversation. There sure is a crowd in this room. Lovely fish, beautiful.
Yes. Oleander, if you don't mind, I suppose we could have that conversation out.
Yeah, I would certainly hope so. I did set an appointment, and I am on time.
Right. Pride, if you...
Yes, I would be ecstatic to assist everyone out. Oh, don't mind me. Oh, let me be a true gentleman, actually.
Oleander steps aside and holds the door open. Go on, get out.
Nash looking back like sad puppy face.
Sir, where did you get those glasses?
Made them myself, kiddo. You've got a good eye for things.
I don't know why I'm whispering. That's great. Do you make
You want-
them for other people?
For the right price, I certainly can. Not the exact same, though. I mean, this was quite the process.
And you see him lower his sunglasses to get a good look at you.
Don't look at that with them small old eyes.
Okay, in that case, you and I, we'll talk later. I'll stop by your place of business.
Well, if you wanted to actually have a full-on discussion with me, you'll have to set up an appointment with Tabitha. She's one of our helpers for the Hersif family. She'll be around somewhere. I could ring a bell and she'll show up eventually. But if you really wanted to, you could always meet me at my home. Just go to the docks and give him this. And he hands you a beautiful white card that as you move it, you see the emblem of the Hersif family shimmer from gold to white to red.
It's hollow!
It's a quest item.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you
This
very
is a key
much.
item
sir.
that you can't remove from your inventory.
Oh no!
Tucks it away, gives him a little curtsy, and walks through.
Manners, love to see it.
So I hate to hold up your on-time appointment, but I couldn't help but notice your outstanding pocket watch. I'm sort of a collector of those things. Can I see it?
Oh, are you now? And no need to apologize. I mean, she already slowed this down.
Hands you the pocket watch.
Cool. I just wanna appreciate it. I have a praise, so like let's do that. Why not?
Yeah, give me a praise check.
Yo, a praise check. Let's go.
Not bad.
This pocket watch is probably at least 10,000 gold.
Jesus Christ!
What?
This is worth more than I am.
So the thing, like looking at it, it is clearly enchanted to never need to be wound.
Of course, he's a rich man. Why would he want to wind his own watch?
It is designed in a way, looking at it very quickly, you realize that like you can set like various alarms with like a small message of what needs to be happening. And this thing is, well, so like the very thing about it though is that you look at it, it's like this beautiful gold pocket watch, beautifully intricate carvings on it. And then you pop it open and it's full of gems, just bedazzled to shit with diamonds and rubies. And he looks like he just handed you any other watch.
Mace is honestly feeling uncomfortable holding this object now. He has a responsibility to not swallow it whole.
You get the feeling holding this. It's a very soft metal. He hands it to you so carelessly because he's like, I want you to drop it so you owe me.
Holy shit.
This is a positively outstanding object. Admittedly, making my own pocket watch look like shit. Mace closes it, but it is an antique, so it's not supposed to look nice. He just hands it back.
Oh, come now. I'm sure it doesn't look that shitty. You're just being modest. And to be fair, I got a pretty big dick clock here, so
He puts it away.
I mean, Here, Maze takes out Hyken's busted pocket watch. Yeah. I haven't gotten around to repairing it and getting it into any working order, but I think it's kind of nice like this.
You know, I can appreciate the classics, and he actually like examined it real closely, and for a moment you notice. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, it is crap.
Told you.
And he hands it right back to you. I'm just messing with you, kid. No, I that is nice. Can't help but notice the carvings on that. Very intriguing. Very, very intriguing.
Oh, that's the part that really delights me the most. I love old things with a history, and I'm sure if you're pointing them out, you know it. History.
I don't know why you keep repeating it, but good for you, kid.
Now, making conversation.
I've been polite for long enough. He just like pats you on the shoulder. Why don't you head on out of here with the rest of your crew? Also, he like pulls on your hood. That's very rude. You shouldn't have your hood on indoors. Deli, if you're ready. Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to this conversation.
It was a pleasure.
Nelly, if you're sandwich.
Oh God, did they eat Matthias?
Hi, what an eccentric, crazy bastard.
Oh
thank God.
boy.
They're alive.
It isn't long until these two come walking out. I was hoping I would have left before he arrived.
Sorry, we really blew that one for you.
No, that's not your fault at all. Don't apologize for that. It's just how it is. I lost track of time anyways.
He seems an interesting character, though.
Oh, yes. Oleander Hersif, the current head of the Hersif family. And, well, honestly, probably the most powerful wizard in town.
Really?
Actually, I think that's a fair assessment. At least for sure in pyromancy.
At all.
Despite his eccentric personality and his lack of decency, he does provide many donations to our city and has aided me more than once in providing security to our town. Though
What was the horde thing he mentioned? That sounds nefarious.
Matthias claps their hands together. Oh, the Horde of House Hersif! Oh, it sounds certainly nefarious, but it comes with the territory when it's run by the Red Dragon of Leviara. Really, the Horde of House Hersif is sometimes referred to as just the Horde. This music can go away now.
I mean, we're still talking about him.
You know what? That's true. Yes, but the Horde of House Hersif is essentially the most secure bank in Leviara. It's actually on a small volcanic island just offshore.
That seems unsafe.
Oh, is that what the... Oh! I remember now. Yes.
Yes, if it were up to me, we'd remove it. It's a massive security hazard. But you must admit, rather impressive that the volcanic island was just made by one of their ancestors. Ho-ho! You think Oleander's strong? Well, there were a few more before him, I assure you.
Oh, Matthias!
Oh,
Yes.
I'm glad to hear he's at least an active member of the community and not just a rich guy who sits on his dragon's hoard.
Yes. To be fair, his hoard has been useful more than once. Actually, with a I can't get into that at the moment. But they've been useful in many situations. Though again, it's helping them push themselves to take my job. Why would they want your job? Why wouldn't they want my job? It's a direct connection to the portmaster.
Yeah, you've got a pretty sweet deal.
I certainly do, and I earned it. I'll make that abundantly clear. It wasn't luck.
Oh, no, of course. You seem too serious to blunder into things.
Yeah, just my luck. Right, well, there's so much more to this town to see. Let's see here. I am getting a little strapped for time. But you know what?
Do you have a meeting? Do you have some special thing to go to? Are you abandoning us?
No, well, when you phrase it like that, I feel really bad, but I still have things to do.
It's not like we don't have our own things to do.
Tell you what, how about I take you to the beach? We'll get some ice cream, we'll have a lovely time, and then, Pride. Yes, thank you for remembering my name. That was very kind of you. I was thinking, Delata would be more than content with them to go to her hotel. Yes, likely free of charge as well. She does like the bunch, especially one of them. So, yes,
Thump thump once, and then it stops.
Yes, well, I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. Actually, no, I'm not. Then I'll spell it out. Why don't you head on over and get reservations for them?
I
Yep.
feel like you
There's
have a job that's a little more important than that.
There's also usually just one key element in that's missing is please. Is the please word that you're supposed to use when you ask people to do things.
Oh, right. Pride, please, chop, chop. Let's get going. They don't need to wait all day.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Mean. People mean.
Matthias notwithstanding, if you and Deletta need anything, we are here on our own business, but don't be afraid to ask. We'd be happy to help.
Pride kind of cups his chin and thinks.
I might actually. Yes, not at the moment. We can talk business later.
I mean, you know where we'll be staying.
This is true. I think it might be wise for you to get a lay of the land first. Walk around town, meet the people, see the sights.
Oh,
all
I
that jazz.
plan
I think-
on it.
Especially a lay of the beach. I like Matthias's idea. Let's go, go, go.
Yes, I'm a genius. Let's go.
Oh, the beach. I have to find an umbrella. Hey, Maze, let's go look for umbrellas.
Yeah, alright.
So, do you two splinter off?
Sure, fuck
Yeah,
it.
fuck it!
All right. So,
Tail boy squad.
you know what? What we'll do? Pride will come with you.
Yeah, sure!
So, who do we want to follow first? Umbrella Adventures or a trip to the beach?
Well, I gotta pee real quick, so not
All
us.
right.
The beach it
Beer
is!
All right. So, let me shift the music. We'll go back to this one because I like this one a lot. Where's my beach? There it is.
Even though you're going to the nice beach, you keep seeing Nash look back to the portmaster office, look in his bag, look back to the portmaster office. Like,
You guys are up
We'll
here.
have a ton of time to hang out with Deletta while we're here.
I just made her gift, wanted gift, didn't get chance.
Oh, well, here's the thing, Nash. If anything, once she's done with work, that'll be an opportune time to give her the gift. If I know Deletta well, and I'd like to think I do, she would love to have lunch with you guys, or dinner, or something of the sort, and that might be an opportunity. That's why it's part of the word.
Whatever you
Off of
do,
work
don't
hours.
forget to give her this gift, and it becomes a through line of the adventure, because then she's probably gonna die before you give it to her.
No! Don't say that! Smites you.
Now, come along, everyone. Oh, look at this. It's so sandy. Oh, I
He
forgot.
just jumps down from here.
Now, I should warn you, as shown on the maps, that's a good, 15 feet up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright,
Because-
she'll go
because, like-
down. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Because, the way it's designed is that these are essentially, wave breakers, more or less. I don't know what the exact term is for it. But essentially, when there's a really nasty storm and the tide rises, it will not flood the city. It'll still get some, but not nearly as bad. Because this is, a good 15, 20 feet up.
Okay, well, Dia's not gonna jump from 15 feet, but she'll jump from, 7 feet, rather than dutifully walking all the way to the bottom of the stairs.
Well, you can't show me up. I have to jump down too now.
Yeah, let's see.
And this
here.
is white sand?
Yes. Yeah, and so that's the big thing that you notice is that the sand is white. And the big thing that you notice is that the water is crystal clear. There is a reason that nobles reside in Leviara. It is picturesque. It truly is. And you can find some shells laying about and other people enjoying the sun, reading books. You do notice that there is also someone enjoying a lovely glass of wine here. And
Is it someone whose icon is about to be revealed? Ah.
I've returned.
You've
Oh,
returned
God.
just in time.
Oh, God.
You see lying on the beach, in just a very simple but beautiful bikini, with a nice sun hat and a big glass of wine, Rosa Hairsif, chilling out at the beachside.
Well, wouldn't want to interrupt her beach episode.
I think she'd be busy.
Why? Wait, what's she doing here? Why isn't she at the keep or something? Oh, I mean, I guess she travels, but, like, she's not here on business, it doesn't look like.
Oh, do you know Rosa Hairsif? Actually, that is a good point. Why is she here?
Kind of. It's, you know the circumstances under which we met you, right? And the degree to which they were tense and complex?
Yes.
We met her under similar circumstances, and not again since then. So we know her, but it's like, it's not quite a, you know, oh, hey, how you been, buddy? Slaps your ass kind of relationship.
I'm glad you didn't do that with me. Also, a tense relationship with Rosa? Pfft, come on.
Well,
I'll go. Listen, why don't you go say hi to her? I'll go get her some ice cream. Oh, there's a lot of children there. I'll get through them.
Take him out.
Nash starts laughing, thinking of Matthias just barreling through
just
the children.
fucking flinging them into the ocean.
I cast blood explosion.
The ice cream is mine.
Chortling about
You
it.
little whelps!
No, all you see Matthias do is roll up their sleeves. Hey, you! I'd like to buy their ice cream. Yay! That'll get rid of them.
Gravity falls. Yes, burn the child.
Oh, they nice. Not as funny as my idea.
Oh man, wow, yeah, it's really, when you're out here just in the sun, sitting on this, well, it's bright and it's hot. Dia's gonna take her cloak off and kind of wrap it around the top part of her arm to hide the platinum bit, but otherwise not have it on.
All Nash can really do is unclip the fur part. He's still in full armor. That can't really change.
Oh,
Oh.
buddy.
Maybe we should have stopped by the hotel first so you could drop some of that stuff off. We're finally in a situation where we probably don't have to worry about being randomly attempted murdered at us while we walk around town. Well, do you want me to, I mean, you could set it down. I can keep an eye on it.
I survive for now. Maybe.
Oh, buddy, you're gonna be baking! In like 10 minutes, you're gonna regret that decision.
It's hot though, but
Are you gonna go in the
maybe-
water? That might help it keep cool.
it's like really considering his options.
It's gonna be a fucking strange sight to watch a guy in full plate walk into the
His
ocean.
brain is going through every conceivable option.
Wish I knew. Wait a minute! Wow! Out of character. What a pointless use of this spell, but I want to believe we'll have time to rest once before we're in the shit. Dia, like, whacks a fist into her hand. Wait! I've got it! Okay, hang on just a second. This is a new one. Let me think. Yeah, no, this is fine. Everyone can know I'm a wizard here. We're not undercover. Dia's gonna roll up her sleeves, and I'm gonna cast a new spell that I've learned. The spell is called Life Bubble. You surround the touched creatures with a constant and movable 1-inch shell of tolerable living conditions. So,
I'm feeling so tolerable out here.
so it does a bunch of shit that's completely completely unnecessary right now.
But the point is that Nash is no longer uncomfortable.
Yes. No, yeah. Among other things, it also acts as endure elements, which protects you from a hot or cold environment, so Nash can be perfectly comfortable.
Oh, girl stuff, good. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it. All right. Well, damn. I wish we had like our own towel and umbrella. You know, it's funny that it's the two of us here and it's her. Do you want to go say hi?
Oh my god, yeah, it is actually.
Literally the only ones who could talk to her, yeah.
Kind of awkward, but.
I mean, if she doesn't meet us here, she's still gonna like find out that we're in town, and it's probably gonna send her into some kind of catastrophic stress spiral if she doesn't have any idea why.
Okay, we can do this. Not in keep, not stress.
Yeah.
Can run. Okay.
This is gonna be one hell of a way to find out that the Hairsif at the Keep was a doppelganger.
Yo!
I've never met you before.
Hello,
My name is
Masquerade.
J. Fairsaf.
Think she'd turn us in?
Well, she doesn't look like she's working. I mean, in the end, she pretty much facilitated us getting everyone out of there. Not as directly as Garen, but she pretty pointedly looked the other way. So, I don't see why she would.
It's not like she has any authority here anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go do it. Caution to the wind.
You first.
Okay.
So as you approach, you've never really seen Rosa like out of full uniform.
Mhm.
You do realize from like a little bit lower on the neck all the way down to her foot,
She burned.
the entire left side of her body is horribly burned. Like beef jerky.
I mean,
Damn.
I'm digging the confidence. You still went to the beach.
Yeah, she's got
Who
the
doesn't care?
confidence. Go, girl.
She wasn't going to have that ruin her beach day.
She doesn't care. Everyone here knows whose daughter she is.
Yeah, no one's going to stir up shit with that.
Yeah. Which way is she facing the way her icon would indicate?
Yeah, she is just like laying back with her nice glass of wine and just enjoying the very soft lapping of the waves.
Yeah, Dia's gonna come around this way behind her chair and kind of like bend over into her vision here to get under the shade of the umbrella. Is this spot taken?
She stops and just looks at you.
Yeah, ruined it. Yeah, baby.
As long as you can give me an explanation of how and why you're here, I would love to have company.
How? We came on a boat. Why? It's a secret. Is that sufficient?
While I'm on vacation, it is.
Rad. Dia will just lie down, like kind of sit down on the sand here next to the blanket.
She takes off her sunglasses. So
She's fucking exhausted already.
you watch she pinches the bridge of her. You watch as she pinches the bridge of her nose. I've been here for 3 hours. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow. Well, all I can say is we didn't deliberately time it this way. We literally just happened to
My
notice
fault. I didn't
Because-
mean to show up 2 days early.
Because no devil would possibly be so cruel. So, welcome to Leviara. She just like throws her
nice
hands
to be
out.
here. If you don't mind my saying, you look worse for wear since we last saw you, which is saying something.
Wow, you're really good at flattering people. No, you're right though. Oh, I should make this abundantly clear. She like kind of gestures with an empty wine glass to pour it for you.
Oh, yes, please.
I'm currently on leave.
I didn't think keepers got vacations.
They shouldn't. She kind of thinks about it a little more, and as I try to find a tune that is not ridiculous silliness.
Dia scooches a little and, like, pats the sand a couple times to indicate to Nash to come and join.
Yeah. She looks over. So, I am, quotation marks, judge still. I just don't have my authority. I've been put on temporary leave due to my involvement with activities at the Keep, releasing prisoners. Though they don't have hard proof, it was a safe assumption. Though I highly doubt that bothers either of you, because, well, that means you get to enjoy a vacation. Just like me. Isn't that great?
It does bother me that happened to you on our account, but I won't give you an insincere apology because it was necessary and I expected you to help us, and you did.
Yeah, and I don't expect an apology. I chose to help. But, yeah, the politics in Central have gotten really bad. Probably one of the reasons they set me away.
They're pretty rancid already. I assume Payne went off the shits.
Oh, Payne got a promotion.
Wasn't she pretty much already in charge?
No, now she's actually in charge.
Oh.
Thankfully, His Holiness, well, not anymore, Ivan Sharp is slowing her down. But congratulations to Charlotte Payne for her new position as Conqueror Payne.
So they're just like not pretending anymore.
Nope, she just like wiggles her wine glass. What an inspiring name. Woo! And wouldn't you know, Leviara recently left the coalition. Oh
now,
no.
Hang on. Can you clarify something for me? They want people to think they're the good guys, right? Is that a thing they're trying to do?
I don't work for them at the moment, so I'm not sure what the plan of attack is. Well, there's probably a plan of attack. Woo! She just wiggles the wine glass again. But I don't know what's happened.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out. You want us to think you're innocent?
So, yeah. The Keepers, they've also got a new judge. A Magnus has gotten involved. An Orad, who is exceedingly powerful. And one of our other judges, one of the ones I could trust, they disappeared.
Oh, I didn't. To be honest,
Yeah.
Seems like all trustworthy ones leave keepers.
Well, can I really be counted as a trustworthy one? So.
I never said you.
You didn't leave. You got fired.
Wow, thanks.
Did not say that.
Devious.
So I know you're very clearly on vacation, but don't you think that's something you probably ought to tell someone here? If you think Leviara is gonna be literally in the line of fire?
Hersiv puts up a hand. I don't know if they're going to be in the line of fire, but yes, I'm going to be informing someone. Don't worry, I'm not sitting on this information just for funsies. I'm not trying to make a buck out of it. But I've been here after traveling a very long time, and I thought I would enjoy the beaches of Leviara one more time before I had to talk to my father, and then you guys showed up, so, you know.
It's fair. We're also here for a theoretically important reason, but we came almost directly to the beach, so not judging, just observing. Oh, your father's pretty neat, by the way. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna fall on him, in the sense of, he's clearly eccentric, but I'm not sure from our brief interaction whether he's, like, an eccentric but cool and like helpful person when you get past the layer of eccentricity, or if he kind of has that demeanor but he's actually just a huge asshole. I could see it going either way, but he's got great sunglasses either way.
Yeah, she wiggles her sunglasses, part of the inheritance. Listen,
Dia says, no trace of irony, like, damn, that's a great inheritance, she's thinking.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that you had to speak with my father. Yeah, it looks like the political pot has been stirred. I'm sure you've heard that more than once today.
Yeah, well, I didn't, but other people did.
Let me give you a fair warning here. She like kind of spins over and kind of like rests on her shoulder to look at you. Mm-hmm. Don't trust my father. He's a garbage fire, to put it mildly. He is always thinking of what steps he can take to get an advantage over anyone else. Okay? If you want to work with the Hersif family, don't bother asking me for anything unless you want introductions, because I have equally no power with the Hersifs right now. Yay! But...
Are you able to go home? Like, are you welcome there?
Well, as long as I show up when my sister's there, it should be fine. But I know she's teaching right now.
What'd she teach?
She looks over, and she gets like a warm smile. A little bit of everything. She's at the Leviara library, and she provides education to the students who can't afford the tuition. She does it completely for free, because she thinks magic should be a gift for everyone.
Dia doesn't say anything immediately, but she gets a very genuine and warm smile to that. Well, she sounds like an amazing person. I'll look for her when I stop by there.
I always look up to her. I mean, honestly, if you want, I can go get changed and we can go say hello to her. She is also one of the most powerful people in this town. And if you wanted to get assistance from the Hersifs, unlike me, you can trust her.
I think you're being a little hard on yourself there. Lack of trustworthiness was not really among, the issues.
I've been given that descriptor more than once, though, so it's got to be true in some capacity. She just kind of like takes another swig from her wine. But yeah, she's my older sister. But
nods. In his head, he's thinking, girls teaching girl magic stuff. It's all connected.
It all makes sense.
Girls teach girls magic.
It's what happens. Girls get together and talk about magic. That's what girls do. I'm not a girl because I don't.
Because I don't know magic.
I don't know magic. Yeah. Yeah. So, and you really don't need to worry about any cost to visit. It's only if you decide to take any classes. Even the library is accessible to the public. So, you, who's quite nosy and wants to learn about magic, that's not a bad place to stop by.
You know me well. Yeah, I wish I'd had the means to come to Leviara when I was younger. It's not the easiest place to just wander into if you have nothing much going for you other than the brain between your ears and a rockin' bod, but like no money, nothing else to lean on at the time.
Yep, Leviara claims to be incredibly welcoming, but there are a few caveats. I mean, anyone can just walk in, and you can go where you please, but be prepared that some nobles aren't so noble.
Speaking of rockin' bods, looks over at Nash. Is there a... what do you want to do while we're here, Nash? Is there would you be interested in doing another, snaps her fingers thinking... Right, like at Cragmer's Fisher, it looked like you had a really good time in the pit there. Do you have any is there any kind of like fighting?
Yeah. Don't seem like the
What
place.
kind of blood sport do we have in Leviara?
This place
Oh, that's the
seemed...
theater.
Hersif turns to you. Well, at the Academy, there is the Wizard Dome. So I'm going to be real with you. When I went there to study my magic and failed spectacularly at pyromancy, I didn't participate in the arena there, but there's plenty of times where students would argue over theories and hypotheses, and they'd bring it into the ring to prove them. It's pretty barbaric.
Asinine. I love it.
Yes, it's very stupid, but you know, when you're surrounded by intelligence, you gotta let the stupid out somehow. So, obviously, she puts her hands up. It's not fatal. It's nothing of the sort. But it is a means to practice your skills against another capable wizard with consent, obviously. Sometimes bets are placed. It's not meant for the general public, but I'm sure you two would do fine. Though, I don't know if they're on board with someone to walk in with a sword, but maybe.
That's very useful to me, what you just said. But yeah, in truth, I was thinking more of something that would be applicable to Nash. If that's what you want, Nash. I don't know. Like, if you just want to hang out on the beach, that's fine by me. Get some ice cream.
I mean, like fighting, but, you know, never been on vacation. Don't know what people do.
That's a good point. Well, we can have a nice meal with Deletta at some point. She'll probably have fun suggestions for you.
Thump thump.
Yeah.
Ice cream patrol.
Yes, indeed. I realized that I wasn't sure what flavors you wanted. So I got myself something, and I came back to ask you what you wanted.
I ate my ice cream for 20 minutes.
I like the idea of Nash and Dia like holding out their hands to be handed ice cream and getting
it just does
nothing.
Rosa actually leans over. I would love cookie dough. Absolutely. I'm on it right now, Hairsif. Don't you fret.
I'll take one, but if you can cut that with something like a raspberry or something really strong clash, and like if you can get like a 2-scooper that I can work together, love it.
Absolutely. And you?
Never had, but no chocolate. Chocolate bad.
Fair enough.
But you can just get me what you think good.
I'll get you the same thing as Dia.
What Dia's getting sounds bad.
Matthias walks over. 2 of that one and that. Matthias doesn't even say the flavors, they just point.
Horrid.
Right. Well, why don't you huddle on up and enjoy the sun for a bit. I'm gonna be moseying out of here fairly soon. She looks at a little watch.
Don't mind if I do. I'll take a little half shade, half sun action and flip over in a little while we wait for the rest of them.
Nash just pats her head a couple times, Dia.
Dia falls asleep. It's just hard cut to 2 hours later. She's just burnt to a crisp.
So, here, I'm gonna switch up the music just a
little bit. Nash sees her legs getting burnt. Flips her so her head is out in the sun instead.
Perfect.
So.
Yeah, instead of flipping her over, just rotates her.
Yeah.
Every time a wave comes in, she drowns for half a second before it comes back.
Yeah, and you guys, Pride has been walking you through the town and kind of giving you a heads up of all the different buildings and things of the sort. Like, for example, actually, you would notice at one point, and you don't have to explore this right now, but you do see someone walking into this building. They kind of steel themselves. Whew, okay, here I go. And she marches inside what looks to be a Dulaine-owned building. And you know that as you walked on by, It did have a very beautiful sign that had like a spider leaving its web behind to spell out smooth as silk.
I know we're here on our own quest for an umbrella, but I feel like she might need emotional support.
They probably sell umbrellas at a place that makes, fabric.
It's gonna be a bougie fucking umbrella if we go in there, but maybe that's fine. Nothing but the best,
Maybe
right?
I want a bougie umbrella. You ever consider that?
I mean, it's possible. I'm just wary is all since I got fleeced buying a curtain back in Sweetstone.
Pride stops. I mean, he gestures to the sign. I mean, goods is right here. So, I mean, are you certain? I mean, well, it's not going anywhere, I suppose.
Yeah, no, we can always bail if it's too bougie an umbrella.
Yeah, let's do the awful thing. Come in here, see what we want, see what the prices are, and then go, oh no, and then come next door. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems rather wise, I suppose. I
mean,
will
what do you
warn
mean the awful thing? That's just how you shop.
Now, I will warn you, that is a Dulane-owned building, so it will absolutely be bougie.
Alright, we'll just have to be horrible back to them. No big deal.
Maybe it'll be funny how bougie the umbrella is.
I am curious to see your toxicity.
Oh, I have worked in kitchens and I'm a country boy. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, my toxicity is nothing compared to what Red Path can dish.
I see.
I love that you themed it.
you, as you guys are walking by, hey, break it up. He actually pushes these two apart. Fine, sir. Why don't you go patrol the other way, yeah? Watch out for my mates, they'll get you too.
Having dead-ass turf wars!
That just...
Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that just doesn't sound like protecting the peace to me.
Go get a real fucking job, jeez.
My people or them?
Nah, all of them.
I mean, it sounds like there's enough blame to go around on this one.
Yeah.
I suppose. All right. Maze, can you move one more time?
Yeah.
Join us
Thank
in the
you.
pile.
All right. I will drag
The
you guys.
bougiest
here.
umbrella we will ever see. Oh, Lord.
Oh Christ, they have color in here. This doesn't exist in Pathfinder.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, no. She'd be like right here. You guys got here pretty quick.
Mm.
You see Octavia. She's like just kind of looking over the desk. I'm sorry to be a bit assertive. That's what Mr. Gallows said. I would like to speak with Armella Dulane, please. Oh, Octavia. Yes, I'll go get your sister for you. Okay, thank you. She just like instantly melts again.
That really took it out of you, huh?
Yes, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
You need a shoulder to lean on here?
Oh, your shoulder's too high for me. You remember now that Octavia's like 5'3", 5'4". She's small. You do also notice to the east that there are people getting their haircuts.
Oh!
This is also, if you like, this is the place that if you want to look your best, you come to Smooth as Silk.
They won't be touching me.
Yeah, so, just fair warning, if I was running the place, everything would be a lot more reasonably priced. To be fair, it is high quality, like I'm not gonna...
Don't worry, honey, I'm not gonna spend a cent in here. Fuck that.
Good. You watch your eyes get intense. Good. But, like, if I get in charge, please buy.
Right. You know, maybe. Hey, if you get control of this place, maybe I'll get a haircut here.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think I need a haircut?
Yes.
I'm not asking you.
I can't really tell with the hood.
He pulls it back. Here, take a look.
Maybe a little trim, but I mean, if you like it.
It's not really for me. It's for everyone else. He just flips the hood back up.
Pride just has his hands behind his back. Right. Well, I hate it here.
Who does your hair? Yourself?
Yes, I self does it.
Great.
I have way more fun with Pride than I expect. It isn't too long until this woman comes back out and just like, yeah, she'll be with you in just a moment, Octavia. And she goes back to her seat. And you can hear these two elves. Dear, have you seen? I have, dear, I have. Oh, color! Oh, God. Pride just leans against this wall.
Seen it in their life.
And,
What color seems to be in this time of year?
I would have to say, I think a very popular color at this time is like vibrant yellow.
Hmm.
And it isn't long until you hear those doors open from that little office. Let me get their theme. Where are they? And someone steps out.
Oh, Christ.
She has a very powerful walk and stance to her as she moves, and you notice that she's got this little shell pipe that she happily puffs away on, and she stands in front of this menacing spider statue.
Tell you what, I'm just gonna preemptively stand here, give her a leg to lean on.
Yeah, you see Octavia is just shaking, and then very suddenly you see, oh, baby sister, welcome back to town. What are you doing here? This woman is like 6'1" and then wears heels so that she towers over her little sister.
Man alive, dude.
Hello, Armella. I'm back, and why? Again, I don't even remember why you left. How long has it been? I haven't really been paying attention. Things have been great in your absence, I should make abundantly clear. Oh, I'm jesting. A guffaw, dear sister. It's lovely to have you back, but why are you here?
Well, I did what I told you I would. I left and made my own fortune.
Really? Oh, how much did you make? Probably not nearly as much as we make in a quarter.
I have made a sufficient amount of funds. I could even prove you with my ledger. Something that I doubt you've been maintaining well.
And there is a moment where she just like gets this nasty scowl.
The girls are fighting.
And Maze, if you want, you can give me a perception or appraise check to scope out the ledger that Octavia has.
Well, my perception's just a touch better, so we'll do that. Where is it? Yeah, there you go. Plus 13. Give it a spin.
Okay. Looking in, you see that Octavia in an extended period of time, multiple years, has made close to 200,000 gold.
Oh.
Wow, that's
She's been working really hard.
Wow, that's an extremely impressive number for a self-starter.
Armella kind of frowns for a moment and then goes, well, of course it is! Marvelous job, dear sister. I'm so proud of you. Who is your friend?
Ah, my name is Maze Myers. Consider me an ambassador to a collective of people who are not here right now because we broke off to buy an umbrella. Are you a sales representative here to sell me an umbrella?
I'm more than a sales representative, dear. She just totally blows off her sister, wraps an arm around you and walks away. I am also the head of the Dulane family, and if you're new around here, which it seems you are if you weren't familiar with my name or appearance, Pride, oh my god.
Oh no, I'm familiar. Away. I know your sister very well.
Oh, you do? Well, I should make it abundantly clear, she doesn't represent the family very well. You can expect much greater things with my presence here, I assure you, Mr. Maze, it's so nice to meet you.
Mr. Myers, please.
Mr. Myers, that's right, that was your last name. Well, I mean, it really all depends on what in particular you're looking for. She hears you say ew. And there is this instant moment of like, I'll fucking kill you. I guess some people just don't have very good taste. How unfortunate. But you, Mr. Myers, I'm sure we could find something fabulous for you. Is there a particular color, a size? What are you looking for?
I'd like something that matches my eyes, if you don't mind.
Ooh, let's see what we can do with dull and drab. She walks away and thinks for a moment. Oh, if you're willing to be patient with me, sir, I'll scurry on into the back and double check. Or actually, I have someone for that. Octavia, why don't you work a little in your life, dear? Get the umbrella for the dear man. Find a couple of options. They're in the back. Okay.
Really now? She just got here and you haven't seen her in years and this is how you're gonna treat her? Surely this doesn't reflect your business practices, does it?
She freezes. How do you mean?
I mean, surely you don't like to piggyback your success off of others. You seem like such an upstanding woman.
You're right. I absolutely would detest such a thing. Octavia, dear, you fool. Why are you hurrying into the back like that? That's not how we operate here at Smooth as Silk. Mr. Myers. Can I call you that? I'm so sorry for this foolishness, this tomfoolery. Oh, I'll be back in just a moment. Entertain him.
This is fun.
I will pay you 300 gold to lock her in there.
In a flash! This sounds like a grand bit. Oh, which door did she go into?
I would say you caught her just going through this northern door.
Love to see it.
For once in Mace's life, he gets to reverse lockpick.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Yeah. Give me a disabled device check.
Oh, of course, with pleasure. Maze buddy, I need you to pull through for me just this once.
I need that 300 gold. He's taking this so seriously.
I love that, like, in the background, Pride's like, I wonder if I should get a hat. He's just, like, trying on different hats, but then back up here. With ease, it is childish how simple this was to do. You lock the door on her, and you can hear her humming, oh, there's so many fabulous options. Something in red, a bit of blue, polka dots. Oh, give him a little excitement in that life of his.
Next door or something? Like, this place smells weird, actually.
Maze, can I have a will save?
Oh, of course.
Oh, no. Did she enchant things so that you have to buy them?
Okay.
I do have a small bonus to fucking, what is it, mind-altering effects, if that is of any relevance.
Yes, actually.
Cool.
I would say so.
So,
how much does that add on?
A +2, so a 20.
Okay. Keep going.
Cool.
And, yeah, Octavia's like, good, fucker.
We'll be off then. Hopefully this excursion will give you a bit of confidence. If your sister asks, tell her that Expedia's service would have cemented our purchase.
I will. And the best part is, she holds the keys. I am in power now.
It's good to help people.
It's finally Octavia's reign.
Yeah, you just very suddenly hear, hello? Son of a bitch! Octavia! 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 Just muffled screaming.
I must wake him. Can you hit that thing for us?
Yeah.
I love that sound.
Red
Octavia! Octavia!
Absolutely keep your money. The idea alone was worth it.
Oh man, it pays to be bad.
And then we leave to buy a cheap umbrella. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
Call him,
you-
yeah.
You turn around and you see Pride with a tricorn. No, I guess not. No, it feels wrong. Right, well, sounds like you did not find what you were looking for, so let's leave now. I hate this place. It smells terrible.
Can't help
I can
but agree.
smell the colors.
Bye, have a nice day, unionize.
He waves. I get paid a lot. It's worth it.
Oh,
Well,
you're
all
one
right,
of
then.
those.
And so very quickly, we'll jump over to goods. Let me switch the music. So, you come in, and it's actually very small. It's very quaint, all things considered. And you see that it's a general store, and I will say that, like, there's also a back door, which clearly leads to a shitload of more things, where it's like, if you're looking for something very specific that doesn't happen to be here, might actually be present. And you see that there are these two kids hanging out, just having a lovely time. Discussing the toys and whatnot.
A hippo.
There is a hippo.
How nice.
Pride walks in.
Yes, and as of recently, it's become a two-part building.
Ah.
Yes, it's a collaboration for magical items, as it were.
Huh.
I imagine nothing too fancy here, given the miscellaneous nature of this place.
Oh, you never know. That's where you find some pretty good stuff sometimes.
I mean, you should be rather familiar with my wares at this point, Maze Myers. And someone comes out.
Holy shit!
You see the familiar face of Tathelvir Leckenlil.
I don't actually remember if Maze got to hang out with Tathelvir. Did he?
I don't think either of
Oh my
these.
god, I
did.
think these are the two people who
They're the only two who literally did
Never met.
You have the wreck on it!
Quick, rewind time!
Yeah, no, he's like,
Just comes out. Who the fuck are you?
Hello, ordinary customers I've never met!
You're right, I totally forgot about that. No.
I love the pairings we picked. They ended up working perfectly.
Tathelvir comes out. I assure you, there's nothing here that would be described as shabby and drabby. No. Dear sir, some of the best of the best, the finest of the finest, the greatest, and the coolest of the coolest, depending on what you're looking for.
Huh.
Well,
Okay.
that sounds spectacular. Consider me intrigued. Do you have an umbrella?
Oh! Like a magical one?
Well, ideally one that would, work for somebody of my color palette, or perhaps his color palette in such an environment.
Such as myself as well. We're all very sensitive to the sun.
Yes, we understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know if I have anything magical, but I have something where the price is magical. You see, the usual lady, Cassie Good, she's going a little traveling right now, so I'm watching over the shop for her while she's venturing with her son. Hey kids, you know what? Just take one. I don't care. And these kids, cool! They both grab something and just sprint out. It's not my side of the building. She said I had to watch it, didn't say I had to protect it. So
Before, is this?
No, Maze just shrugs like, I don't know, he's just
No,
weird.
to Pride.
Tathelvir Leckenlil, to my understanding, he's originally from Yezmadaz, and maybe a wanted criminal. I'm uncertain of that, actually. But he seems harmless enough, and it's pleasant enough that I have other things to worry about, to be perfectly frank.
Makes sense.
Okay.
yeah, no, wait. If you wait right here, I can don't tell anyone that this is here. And there's like very clearly just a door. And he goes inside and then comes back. Behold, one of a few generic umbrellas at a magical price.
Stellar. We'll take 2.
Yeah.
Done!
Nice.
He hands them to you. They're very simple, like just very nice white umbrellas.
Okay.
They match your complexion.
Yes, I kept that in mind when I went in there with my superior dark vision.
Right, of course. What do we owe you? Negligible?
Sure. Like I said, it's not my side of the building.
I certainly don't want to steal from this person.
Who clearly mistrusted you. Here,
All right. It's a little guffaw. I anytime someone takes something, I make a small donation, as in paying for it. So yeah, like a gold would be fine, I think.
Sure, sounds amazing. Take 2.
Ooh, very generous of you. He walks on over, puts it in the cash register, takes a slice of cheese, and just kind of munches on it. So, are you possibly interested in magic as well?
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to ask about that next. What's the weirdest thing you got?
Yeah, show us something that'll knock our socks off.
Yeah, impress us.
Can I do both in one fell swoop, Mr. Pride? I don't know. Please go. Yes, well, I've got a couple of very fun options for you if you are so intrigued. I have these, the dimensional door knockers. Yeah, so, the very quick explanation for them is they're a little pricey. But if you place one on a doorknob and put it on another doorknob within 5 miles, if you twist the doorknob the opposite direction, you can go through that door as if they were connected.
Ooh!
Yeah,
That sounds insanely niche.
Yeah, it is!
Yeah, it's not like that guy almost managed to murder you all with that same trick.
Then I have a chained boulder. It's a boulder that's been chained up because it's big. What happens is, if you remove the chain, it becomes a full-fledged boulder and it just rolls down the way, causing absolute mayhem!
Oh my god, that is such a... Do not let that outside here. That is such a dangerous thing to have in this city.
Yeah, keep it on a leash.
Yeah, no, because if it goes down the roads, it's just going to keep on going. As you get closer, you can hear the metal creaking.
Oh my god.
Put that on 2 leashes.
Yeah.
Do you have like a temporary lighten spell or something you can hit that with?
Maybe. I never thought about that. Probably. Oh, yeah, I bet I got a wand for it. Let's see here. I also have a multitude of enchanted pieces of gear that can boost your own fortitude or your mental capacity, rings, various elemental gems that you can attach to equipment to make them stronger, and various potions, though I try not to impede on Kabloom. They're very pleasant, and I don't want to be too much of a competition,
but
know.
Like, if you had to, if you were, what is here?
The classics of the cure light wounds. I've got an invisibility potion. Communicate with animals.
You're not holding out on us, are you?
No, sir. Am I not a trustworthy guy? No, but actually, I have another thing that might be interested in the 2 of you. In case you wanted to save money on potions, I have these. And he pulls out these weird, like, capsules. If you drop one of these in a potion, it creates a mist version of it, thus impacting everyone around you. 1 potion for everyone, as long as they're close so they don't mind inhaling.
What's the downside? That looks a little,
It can't work on all potions, but most. You know, obviously it won't work on something as powerful as like a fly or something of that capacity, but cure wounds, possibly cat's grace if you want to be limber and acrobatics. A lot of performers in this town.
This all sounds helpful, but like I really think you must have a jaw dropper in here, right?
You want something really weird?
I would love something really weird.
Some that people might even describe as cursed?
Red Pat just kind of glances over towards Pride real quick, like,
Don't worry, I'm paying attention to this.
I would love to see your cursed object.
Very well. Follow me. It is a dangerous journey. We're here. And he gestures to this very small Jack-in-the-Box. Do you know what this is?
oh my god.
Can't say that I do.
It is known. Oh?
Tiny bit concerning that it's on this table and not over next to the children's toys.
Because no child should play with it.
Then it should really be out of reach of children.
But I would hate to stunt curious minds. No. My friends, he wraps an arm around you, Red Path. This is Never Goes the Weasel.
What does it do?
The weasel never goes.
Oh.
If you begin to crank it, it'll play an ominous tune. But the weasel never comes, and your own curiosity and fear drives you to continue to crank near endlessly, or at least a minute.
So it's a music box.
It sounds like you're selling us a broken Jack-in-the-Box.
No! No. Person whose name I have not met or learned. That's the power of Never Goes the Weasel. Do you dare turn the weasel?
Fine.
Yeah, I'll give it like 30 seconds.
Red Bat.
we both reach for this fucking thing. You want to rock paper scissors for it, or
Here, you hold it, or do you want to hold it and I'll crank it, or backwards?
yeah, okay, I'll hold it. You crank it.
Okay.
All right, both of you give me a will save.
Oh my god.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go. That's a 19. I assume this is mind altering.
Red Path, you save. You're looking at this going, I don't know, this seems kind of done. Maze, you tunnel vision and lock on to the Never Goes the Weasel. And you reach for it with shaking hands and begin to crank it slowly. And you hear an ominous tune. It's kind of stilted. It's a little off key, but the tune is there. And you keep twisting it out of fear. And you actually stop a couple times because it might pop, but it doesn't. Give me another will save, but at a -4.
Gas.
Oh my god, you're gonna get trapped in the weasel! Oh my god!
It has to be coming soon, right?
You continue to crank. Both Red Path and Tathelveer watch. And Pride now is like, what the fuck is going on? Looks around the corner. Actually, I need to roll something for
Pride, no.
What is that?
Oh,
What's that noise?
No.
Let me see that. What are you doing?
You crank and you crank, but it never comes.
That's give me that. It's impossible.
It is possible, damn it!
Don't yell at me! We might miss the pop.
It never goes! It never goes!
Wow.
And these two continue to keep on cranking. I need to roll for... Suddenly, Pride shakes his head.
No. This is... It's not going to pop.
Unfortunately, I will be trapped here forever. Oh, thank God. Maybe not.
Yeah, is that with your -4?
No.
But then there's a +2. There's a
-2 on.
So you succeed. So because it is a mind affecting effect. And Maze, you look down at this. This fucking thing's stupid. It's broken. Like dumb. Doesn't work. I don't like it.
Ugh. What an idiotic object. How much?
1,000 gold.
Forget it.
No.
Oh, well, I'm willing to bargain.
How about 5? Like 500, not 5.
5,000? Oh, that would have been magical if that was the case. 5.
I'm willing to bargain. Make me pay more for it.
That's the curse
I'm willing to
talk.
bargain. 5 gold.
Let's see here. He thinks about that. And eventually is like, give me a diplomacy check to convince this fucking lunatic.
How about an appraise check instead?
You know what? Yeah, I'll accept an appraise
I'll
check.
disable him with facts and logic about how this thing is worthless.
Brow merchant destroyed with facts and logic.
Look, it's not even in premium condition. There is clearly, like, it's clearly, like, jammed a little bit on the crank. Like, maybe you didn't notice because you haven't used this fucking thing, but, like, it was taking a little bit of oomph to get it going.
Yeah, spooky.
No, not spooky. Bad product.
Oh, that's very rude. Would you leave a review for me later? Let's see here. 500. Yeah, all right, mister. You got yourself a deal.
Perfect.
And I
Pleasure doing business.
I will reveal this for you.
Cool.
Sell the box to who? Tathelmere? Fucking Aquaman!
Fucking Yotis!
Never goes the weasel indeed.
Oh, Will, your magic item design surpasses.
Wow.
I love this item. It's so stupid.
Alright, this isn't long enough bullshit. Let's go hang out with our friends.
Oh.
Yes, right. Well, Tathelmere, last thing. Be careful, because this all seems highly illegal.
No, it's all above board. I assure you, sir. It's all legitimate.
All the same.
Out of character, I will also say, Tathelmere sells literally any magic item.
Of course.
Okay.
So if you wanted to get something more specific, you can come back to him.
Mm-hmm. Now, I
I
had
got a
assumed as
question.
much.
Yeah.
I got a question. What's in the basement?
Would you like to see?
Yeah, I'll poke my head down there.
All right, come with me, dear friend. to
I imagine
one-
he's literally just gonna stick his head down in the trapdoor and his braid like flops down. He's just gonna look.
Oh, sir, be ready for something truly spectacular.
It's a man cave.
He throws the cellar door open, and I will just drag it. I know you're not going down.
The room.
He goes down, and as you can see, you can't really get a good visual just looking down. Come with me to see something truly disorganized.
It's a life-size
sorry,
stormtrooper statue.
You look inside. I live here.
Oh, I see. It's just your house, your funny little house underground.
Yes, it's a little storage area where I keep a lot of my magical items. You do notice this chest is like Gmod clipping through the floor. Don't touch that.
Oh, I will. You should probably put a leash on that too, actually.
No, it's perfectly safe. Now, as you can see, this is where I slumber. This is where I pretend to work and sometimes slumber. And this is where I have all of my magical items. Now, while I am showing you this, I would expect you to be polite and not take anything.
Well, you think I'm gonna actually steal from you?
No, it was a test to see if you were a hero, good of heart, all that.
Oh, no, I'm a bastard, but like, not that kind of bastard.
You're a good bastard.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah.
I
All
just
right.
thought there'd be like things for sale down here. Okay, I'm gonna. tell him-
There are, but like they're stored away.
Oh. Anything
mean-
cool?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. The rope.
Ah.
Was that the first cool thing he thought of?
Red Path, put up the finger
Rope
and
with
knock
no
it down.
adjectives.
That's
Well,
pretty cool.
I should clarify, it's animated rope. It can move like a snake, essentially, and wiggle and jiggle as you please to wherever you need it to be.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Yeah, there's also, I've got various cups that never need to be refilled. I've got belts that just make you stronger, like just crazy shit like that. Yeah, big boy belts. I've got a lot of those. Let's see, I've got goggles that let you see in the dark. I got also, like, I mean, if your imagination has it, I probably have it.
No, I'm good, I think.
All right, but if you're looking for a better spoon, I could probably... Oh, I know you're probably thinking impossible. You've got the best spoon, and sir, you've got a great spoon, to be sure. But what if it was better?
Better how?
Why should spoons only scoop food? Why not dirt?
Excuse me, what?
Behold, shovel.
I thought you were gonna try and sell me a spork, and I was gonna slap you.
No, what a worthless device. I don't like
All right,
sports.
show me this dirt spoon.
All right, give me a moment. Dathomir dives into these boxes and we'll just homebrew something on the spot. Dathomir pulls out it is a big metal spoon.
Wow, mine's wooden. That's metal.
Yeah. All you have to do is once per day point it somewhere and it creates a 10-foot hole.
Oh, give me that. Give me that right now.
Oh, hold on there, sir. It'll cost you.
Narrow's already closed eyes. How much?
Oh, like $1,000. Unless you think you can talk me down like your buddy up there.
Red Path has less of a concept of talking people down out of things. $750.
Yeah, all right. That seems like a pretty good bargain. He shakes your hand and hands you
I
a...
just got fleeced, didn't I?
I don't know, did you?
Probably.
Maybe.
Don't tell anyone about this.
You've got a full night's sleep to think about it.
Can I return this if I'm dissatisfied?
Let me think about that. I've never really considered receipts. Because that's how people track you. And then they find you. And then they get you.
Well, here's
He
the
just
thing.
stares
I don't
into
need
nothing.
a receipt to get you.
That's fair. You could get me. Tell you what. You can return it if you promise to keep that Pride Lionheart away from me.
Oh, were you scared of him?
No, he just might hurt me.
Like,
Alright.
accidentally.
He takes his hand and pat. I'll do this for you.
You are a true gentleman. You're not a bastard. Think more highly of yourself. Get confidence. It's good for you. Pats you on the
Oh.
cheek. No, go. Be free. Leave. Unless there's more you wanted.
No, I'm good with the spoon.
All right. I do make pies as well.
You fucker!
It's good to see you, Apple.
Get out of here. Oh, wait, I'm the one who's getting out of here.
You have to leave. This is my domain.
It's down there.
The two of you come back upstairs. We are done with legal business.
Great.
Yeah, check it out. I got a big spoon.
Wow, that's definitely a shovel.
It looks like a spoon. I'll be very clear. It looks like a spoon.
You would
Alright.
think so, but this one is pretty.
Yeah, it's a good spoon. Why is it so big? Novelty. Why is it enchanted? Novelty.
Can we go
What?
now?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes! Be gone! And thank you for your patronage. If you need a boulder that's dangerous or doorknobs that work very specifically,
Oh,
you come on
man.
back.
I'm gonna be able to get such good use out of this on the beach. The kids are gonna be so mad. They're gonna be so jealous.
And you could trap them in a hole.
I could trap them in a hole.
What will happen next time?
Time on Ebon Ward.
Wow, you've really you've really gone an entire additional level with Tathelveer beyond even the like insane self-parody that he became following his first appearance.
Every time he appears, he gets crazier.
It just gets worse.
Yeah, I'll play this one. Oh boy.
Oh, Ebon Ward, baby.
We're back! Well, we've been back for a while, but we're back!
And it feels so good. Everyone's here this time.
Yeah, that was a fun session. Thank you so much for that, Will. We can't get into proper thank yous and such because we have things to plug before we go through fan art, which I want to do expeditiously because we went over, and also it's humid as fuck and my AC is off.
I'm so sorry. I didn't plan on it going that long over.
It's okay. Hey, we have a Discord. If you haven't joined it already, consider doing so. It's our community hub. It's where the schedule is posted every week, and it's where people submit fan art, which I have to assume that we have some of, and I hope there is an Imgur that is accommodating it. Wow.
Let's see here. There should be.
Yeah, Rube linked it.
Nice, beautiful. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's also been a while since I done this. We also have a Patreon.
Yeah, and the Patreon will have these icons that you've seen today soon.
Yes. Consider supporting us on Patreon. It's how we fund all of the customized artwork that you have seen here. All right. So Imgur, who made this?
This Imgur was created by Signed Centaur. Thank you very much. This helps us a lot.
Absolutely. So the title file from Lemieux. Well, back on my bullshit.
Lemieux drawing people and their pets is very dear to me.
Bird noise.
Cooper fan art.
Cooper fan
Lovely.
art. Thank
you
Lemieux.
so much.
I'll put a real picture of Cooper in chat so you all know how to accurately
Yes, you can have
draw
accurate
her in the future.
colorization. Then from Lemieux.
I did it!
I love
He's
Caddis.
proud of himself. Caddis is a great concept.
Good job, Slugger.
Oh, lovely.
Then from someone, there's no.
And then from Cow Lickers.
Then from Cowlickers.
I want to be like you! I want to walk like you!
What?
No!
Oh my god. That's a
Boy.
nightmare.
My voice hurts after today's session of characters.
Then
Then also from Cow Lickers, women fear me, fish want me.
damn
Very
right.
nice hat.
Thank you so much. Then from
From
Six.
That's a very
Unlimited power!
Absolutely.
He's so
stunning.
goopy.
He's really goopy.
Ooh, look at his metal album cover.
Yeah, from Skip. That's
Yeah.
That's actually rad.
yeah,
love
no, that's super cool. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
tits!
All genuineness, I love the way that's spelled. That looks cool as hell.
Yeah, that's great. Then from Homestyle Trixie.
Redpath, where is the sink? I need to. Wait, I know what to do. There, I'm clean.
Holy shit.
Just a hilarious misuse of power. Thank you, Homestyle Trixie. Then from Lemieux.
Hey, Dia. Girl stuff?
Girl stuff?
Girl stuff!
Fantastic. Then from
yo!
Then from Echo Pool. I love it when things.
Yo!
I love it when things enter the physical realm.
That's so cool.
That's
He's
super
in the
cool.
physical realm! Yo!
Wow,
He
well
has been
done.
manifested. That's super cool. Thank you.
Dude, he gonna bop you.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking flatten you. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Homestyle Trixie.
It was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. This is my hole. Yes, I read that wrong. Thank you, chat. I know.
Then from from Lemieux.
Get fucked, physics.
It's just a fucking tilt-a-whirl. Thank you, Lemieux.
Oh,
Whoa, mama.
the pretty lady. Thanks
Vomit.
to Gift. Oh,
Super pretty. Thank you so much.
lovely.
Look at
Thank
her.
you so much. Aw.
And then from Lemieux.
And the tail.
Look at that. Oh,
I
love
gotta roll for how good my gift is for her.
Yeah.
It's very cute. From Prune. Happy Pride. That is not Happy Pride. So sorry to say, that is Scowling Pride.
I'm sorry, he's a sponsor of Wrath Month. So.
Yeah. Better luck next time, thank you so much. I'm from Goblin Pink.
Yes. Good.
I'm the worms!
Got one. You know this worm. Thank you, Goblin
I
Pink.
am this worm!
I'm from Got No Bananas. It's Home Star Wars.
Inspired this.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay. Oh wait, can I combine Strong Bad and Maze Myers? That sounds fucking impossible.
I don't think I could combine Upstar with Wetback.
Can you give us Jasper?
He doesn't even talk!
He doesn't.
She doesn't have a voice.
That's a fucking email and it makes mine.
That's terrible.
That's very funny.
I have a horrible confession to make. I put my hands on everyone's shoulders at once. I have never watched Homestar Runner.
That's
Hey, I've only watched
know
it.
anything.
So,
It's okay.
so the cheat does make noise. Go, "Rah, rah, rah," but can you give us that in Jasper? Perfect.
Beautiful.
Dia looks down at O's breast. What is this thing? A bounce thing?
God.
Thank you, I didn't know what that is. I don't blame you.
Life is now tolerable for you.
Can I have one?
Nice. Then from
Outstanding.
Klings and Loss. I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm glad nothing's changed.
Yeah. I cause emotional trauma and distrust among my friends.
Yeah! Oh, we winning!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And from Homestyle Trixie, Girls' Night in the Wizard Dome.
I know what we're doing for girls' night.
I love how Nash is there.
No, we're
He's
doing
allowed into
Fireball.
Him and Pride are a special type of person who are allowed into girls' nights.
Right, of course. Thank you, Homestyle Trixie. From Lemieux,
Bitch. She pretty, though.
I like her hat.
That's Armella for you.
And also from
pretty
Lemieux,
Yay! He's back!
oh,
And he's
no.
not a criminal right now, so like you can actually like.
I'm
get
pretty
things
sure he
from
is
him.
a criminal right now.
Hey, no. That's
I'm not a criminal here. Thank you, Lemieux. Then from Sign Centaur.
Many.
Home of challenge pissing.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Shredded cheese for the bag.
The lower right corner. That one's my favorite.
Oh man.
Oh,
Outstanding.
goodness.
I think there's one more that just snuck on in.
I'll hit it with a quick refresh, see if it...
Just in case it hasn't, what I'll do is
see.
I can put it in the roll 20.
Please do.
So then that way you can just open it
Yeah.
immediately. This is from let me double check. From Goblin Pink.
Let's see. Squid Daughters?
Squid Daughters. Cregan hasn't been on screen so long. I don't even remember what he sounds like.
I think this sounds like a jerk.
Yes, it should be around here if I'm not mistaken. Squid Daughters.
Oh, and that's all she wrote. Will, thank you so
Outstanding.
much for running that. I had a ball of a time.
Yeah, thank you all for playing. We'll do this again same time next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys- Well, have you guys like regroup to have dinner with Deletta?
It's good to be back.
It is. It is
Yeah,
grand
yeah.
to be back. Yeah, you did a great job, Will. Everyone here did a great job. Chat, thank you so much for being here, giving fan art, subscribing, doing your thing. Whatever it is you do, just showing up at all means the absolute world to us. So thank you for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Toodles.